Howdy, y'all. How's it going? We're back at it again. Episode 7 of our fourth season of Blood in the Lyrium, our Dragon Age flagship show. I hope you are all well. Before we get going with the intros, I will do my little disclaimer that I always do at the start. Um, this is a little content warning. Dragon Age is a setting which has some dark and difficult themes, not only with some grisly horror, but also its political and cultural tensions. There are power imbalances throughout the lands of Thedas, and we may on occasion touch on these in our story. Rest assured, we will be as respectful and considerate as possible when we do, and we've discussed our lines of veils prior to today's session. We can check in with each other, but want you to also be mindful of your own comfort levels. As important as the stories are to voice, your happiness and comfort should always be paramount. As such, we would never judge if you need to step away. Particular content warning, there will be potentially some themes around helping to liberate some slaves, so just aware that that's a thing, but it is all about rescuing and bringing retribution to the perpetrators. So, just so you're aware. We can now do our little intros about who we are and who we will be playing. I am Emma Hamlin on the internet. I am a storyteller, and I use they them pronouns.
Hi there. I'm Emily. I use she, they pronouns, and I'm playing Kana, your favorite strong mama. She uses she, her.
Hi everyone, my name is Sin, or less Vamp on the internet. I use any pronouns and I'm playing Phelan, and he uses he, him.
Hello, everyone. I am Torin, or Torin Talks Creativity. Utilize, God, sorry, I have a cough drop in my mouth. I utilize she, they pronouns. I am playing Oriana, our little pillbug rogue, who utilizes she, her.
Hi everyone, I'm Bex. I use any pronouns, whatever fits the bit. I'm playing Cass, our Canary warrior, who uses she, her pronouns.
I'm so muted. Last week we saw a very welcome return to some travel banter after the very emotional and difficult past few days. Some tender conversation was had by the campfire at night between the two mages, and it seems that being back on the road and in the wilderness was doing people some good. At one point, another cart and set of travelers were spotted, and after a very successful and a not so successful stealth attempt, two men were noticed traveling with a covered wagon. After an impersonation of a mountain lion, which was very convincing, the men were spoken to briefly, and it seemed that they were traveling with some crates from what the eyes could see. Not too much information was passed on before they continued to travel on. As the group approached the remote estate to the south after a couple of days of walking, the group decided to use the height to their advantage and climbed up a part of the mountain slope so that they could get a good view of the estate and surrounding grounds. Not only do they spot the building, but they also see that the cart of the two travelers are inside the walls of the estate. That is where we are going to join our group again, up a slope, gazing out over the treetops and assessing the location that they need to infiltrate. I'd like to know, upon seeing the estate and seeing the cart and getting just a general feel for what is about to happen, perhaps, how are you all feeling in this moment? What are your feelings? We could just go in the order of our intros.
Um, Kana's tired but alert, like trying to just like get her head in the game, essentially, like really just trying to focus on okay, this is maybe emotionally going to be a lot, but that is for later. And right now is for tearing that away and getting into a strategic mindset and like figuring out what the best move is forward.
I think for Phelan, um, he is kind of like ready to get back into like something that is not revolving what had happened the last few days. So, it's just um let's see. He's trying to be as prepared as possible and look for entryways, exit ways, and just being very careful, even if it doesn't always work out, so that they're not again running into something that they aren't prepared for.
Sorry, not Oriana, but I was like, just grab him. It'll be fine. Rare.
Rar.
Honestly, I think Oriana is. There's a very much comfortability that feels a lot safer for Oriana. So I think she's feeling kind of like she can breathe a little bit. And there's also just a small part of her that's also like there's kind of been this growing thing that I don't think she understands nor can process yet of, but it would be real nice to hit people because these guys deserve it. Like it reminds her of Calden a little bit, Bryce.
Yeah, for sure.
And so there's I think she's been pushing it down so much that it's kind of hard to ignore it right now. But maybe they'll join. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Cass has never pushed that feeling down in her life. She does want to hit people, and she is quite excited about
Yeah.
it. She's very aware that is the feeling that's happening right now. I think Cass is like, oh, so much of this trip has been so complicated for so long. It's time to do something I'm good at, and you can like sort of see it in her body language. It's almost like she's like relaxing into it, where everyone else is getting like alert and wary and watchful.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, time to go, baby. Let's get going.
She's got muscle memory for this.
Yeah, it's not like she's not about to rush off and do the impulsive thing, but she is like settled into herself, like, this is fine. I don't have to think about this. I got this.
Marvelous. So, observing what you can from where you are, I will leave the scene to you all. Obviously, there's a number of objectives here. Some people are ready to hit some folk, and there's one person in particular that we are waiting to punch in the taint. There is likely some people that may need liberated in there. And I guess there's a few approaches to how you might go about doing each of these things. So I will leave you all to figure that out.
Okay, real quick, refresh my memory. I think when we first got up here, those perception checks were to try to see like
Yes. One of you managed to spot the cart that was inside the
I think it
walls
was
of this estate.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not much else because
Yeah.
as you can see
it'd be great.
there was the highest was a 13 there, and then we had an 11, an 8, and a 7. So
We're so good. Yeah.
so good.
We're
so good right
so
now.
good.
Yeah. Almost as good as Valence Smart and Line of Precision. Right. So Phelan has at least spotted the cart. The rest of you haven't spotted that. You can see the estate. It would be weird. Something would have had
Where's
to
the
have flown into your
building?
eye. You know, it is what it is. It's a large estate house. It looks like it is perched on the end of this sort of like cliff's edge to this peninsula at the end of Ravine. I think where you are is perhaps clear enough to be able to see that there is a large island off the coast. You wouldn't have to travel too far. I wouldn't recommend swimming it. But Lomarin is a settlement that's on this sort of like island off the coast. However, what you can see when you notice that, and maybe the lower perceptions with this is just that you weren't able to pick out details about the estate because a couple of you might be distracted by seeing another storm trying to roll through, which could be many things. Being out and exposed or up the top of a mountain, a little dangerous. You're potentially going to have heavy rain, which can hinder certain things, but also provide cover if you're being clever about it. So, it's not upon you yet, but you'd give it, especially for Oriana more than anyone else, maybe an hour, and it will be upon you.
We'll share a timetable.
Do we want to try and use it to our advantage?
I mean, if there are people in there that we need to get out, yeah. But, you know, how we get in there, I don't know.
Well, it can at least provide cover for any loud sounds and visual cover, depending how heavy it is.
Yeah.
I think it might be worth using it to our advantage to get in. Does it look like it just has the first entryway through the door to the walls, or there might be like a back?
Nobody's roll was high enough to really
Mhm.
get a proper assessment of this place.
They have
What you guys
carts.
see is that there's walls around it. The central building looked quite high.
Mhm.
And you would estimate there's maybe a couple like side buildings.
Mhm.
This is not an incredibly large and sprawling estate,
Mhm.
but it's prominent enough.
How tall do the walls look?
Well, maybe 2-story. There's a section that could be 3. Again, we're asking for more details on really shit rolls.
Yeah. Listen, I know I'm pushing my luck. It's okay.
Yeah.
Listen. It's
You
like
at least rolled a 13,
card. I'm
so
gonna keep going until you decline me.
Yeah. That amount isn't necessarily hard to judge. It is a guess because you can't necessarily see the bottom, and it's a little hard to get a perspective. The high part looks like it's central and a little further back. So,
well, and these look defensive. It's not like a
yeah,
garden wall. Like, this is my nice garden with plants. Yeah. Okay.
No.
We might want to try and see if we can climb over. And use the side buildings as cover to get in. Other than that, would be going straight through the front.
The cart that you saw, is that the same one from before? I mean, I don't know if there's any way we could
It
maybe
could
sneak
be.
onto one of those and get in otherwise.
Well, the carts are inside the walls.
Is it the same one we saw though? Like,
it
is it already in?
could be assumed, yeah.
Yeah, I assume it is. There weren't any other carts on the road, so.
I mean, depending on if they leave regularly.
Or if they leave at all.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying we don't have to try to climb whatever monstrous defensive thing that is. And like points to, I'm assuming, just sleek walls. Like, it's not like they've got, I mean, I don't know. Yeah. We can look to see if it's easy to climb or not. I don't know.
This side, there isn't likely to be anything. There could be like trellises essentially on the other side that's the residential part, but having things that can be climbed on the outside of your walls that are keeping you private is
especially in the estate you're going to do things in.
Yes. If this person is an excellent human being that hasn't done anything wrong in their life ever, then maybe it's not an issue.
Yeah.
However,
I want the mountain lions to have easy access.
I have an idea.
Oh, go for it.
No, you go first. I don't think you'll like my idea.
I don't know. I'm willing to consider anything at this point, but I just think I prefer the side approach than trying to go in the front door. I think the deeper we can infiltrate towards our objectives without things getting loud, the better. Like if we can get I think that increases our odds of like actually helping the most people get out safely. We don't want things to get really, 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 really messy. And I think front door, if we had more time, if we could do like some more recon socially and like talk our way in, maybe it could be quieter, but that might take a while. These folks are getting hurt now, I think, from all we can tell. I'm not worried about the climb. I can handle that. We can handle that.
I was gonna say, I've seen you climb, okay? Like, I know you can do it. I'm not worried about you.
No, I mean,
I'm worried
even
about me.
with the 4 of us, like, if I lead and Cass stays at the bottom to catch anyone who falls, because you're gonna be the best bet at doing that. between the like we're not stupid. We can do it cautiously and with ropes and like get up there safely. We can figure it
That's
out.
what I was thinking. My other idea was for me to go in through the front door as bait, but
No,
Have you heard of the good word of our Lord, the Maker?
well,
Ignore the face tats. Yeah.
I'm a chanter,
Don't worry about
brother.
I'm just saying that if the cart belongs to those two men, they already saw me in the woods. They know I'm lost. So if I got even more lost and made my way to an estate that was in the middle of the woods, they would technically be able to vouch for me as a lost traveler.
I mean,
that is also true.
Are
and a
you
good
thinking
plan B if
as-
we get caught, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you thinking
I
as
have
a
actually.
distraction
Sorry.
while we
Yeah.
climb?
What was that? Sorry?
Right.
Yes.
Oh,
Sorry.
were you thinking of going in as bait to distract them while we climb, or
Yeah.
are you trying to solo it?
No, no.
Okay,
I'm
I was concerned for a minute. I was just checking, just making
no,
sure.
no. I'm not
Sometimes
that
when you're going on a
confident in
dangerous
myself.
mission, you have to detach from the party group and leave your NPCs outside so that you can go in and do the mission yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's sometimes the safest option.
And
That's
that
our
is
Yeah.
mission. You stay here.
You're all my NPCs if you haven't noticed, really.
Oh, okay,
Um,
okay.
No, I'm kidding. Um,
What's an NPC? Yeah.
I have kind of a crazy
Self-awareness.
idea
Mhm.
that you might
Yeah.
hate.
okay.
What if one of us brought you here? Like we found you wandering in the desert
Not gonna
and
lie.
brought you in, heard this was a good place to join up so that that person can get closer to the boss, which is one of our objectives.
Honestly,
Meanwhile,
I think it's a
other
good
people
idea.
are climbing in and going in the sneaky way as backup.
So
And
you
we
want
come
me to
at
play
this
the
from all
elf
sides. We
slave?
come together and then we figure it out from there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is that crazy?
I don't
No,
think
Or is
so.
that
that's not crazy.
awesome?
Who's here is really good at talking, though, is the question.
Well, I think
Mm.
the believable captor is, and just kind of like slowly points to Cass. Sorry.
Yeah,
And you've done
no,
that before.
I mean, it's fair. It's not a role I am unfamiliar.
So you're going in, you found me, and what? Why are we here? What's the...
I mean, she's looking for work. What better way to show that you're good at it? Though, admittedly, they would probably then immediately question, how do you know?
Well, that's the thing. Maybe
Yeah.
going in thinking that that's the work may not be the best idea, since it
Well, I
might
mean,
put
why else
suspicion
would she
on us.
capture you?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just evil and I saw your place and thought it looked evil and I was like, I caught this. Just dangles you at the door. Sorry.
Well, maybe you could be trying to get rid of me and heard that people take jobs here or far away. And they're
Or
willing to
assume you
sell
were a
me.
runaway and was like, this looks like a place that an elf would run away from.
Like,
Yeah.
maybe I assumed that you worked
Ran away.
there,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to drop you off.
Yeah.
That's very altruistic. I mean, I'm not saying that won't work, but that's more of a altruistic versus a I've got this. I'm so good
Well,
at this.
That's exactly
Cass
how
holding
slavers talk.
Phelan like a
Arr.
straight man holding a fish in a photo.
Yeah.
Looky what I caught, brothers.
Okay, to be fair,
Yeah.
I haven't kidnapped anyone, so I don't know what that looks like.
Do you want... Should I be tied up? He says with the most like
That's not a
Says
question
feeling
I can
not
answer for you, baby girl.
It depends how we play it. I
Well,
think if we play that, I assume I know what is going on there. Yes, but like we say, it's riskier because they might question how I know that.
Right.
If I play the big stupid canary who assumes that all the elves have to work and, well, one of them got loose, so it must be yours. I don't see the reason I would tie you up when I could overpower you, probably.
Just grab me by the scruff of my neck.
Well,
like a fish.
I was more imagining like a mangy cat, but
a mangy mountain lion, one might say.
You guys know the gif of Patrick from the movie, just hanging from on a SpongeBob, just hanging from the ceiling, spinning. Yeah.
Well, so I mean that's up to you, Cass. Obviously, whatever you think feels more comfortable with you, but also. I mean, they're probably used to Quinari. That's actually more of a question. When I was walking in the city, you know, it was a good mix. Like there wasn't like predominant human. So I don't know what they can assume and what they wouldn't.
Alternate pitch. You two ran into each other in the desert, both about to die because you were both
in a
lost.
Forest.
Wherever. You're right. Okay.
Standing on a mountain with trees beneath you. We're in a desert, okay? So imagine
listen,
it. Yeah.
I clearly am here physically in the world and can use my own senses.
Yes. Yeah.
And you're completely correct.
You know exactly.
Hey, anyways, we didn't die because we're here and we saw big buildings and thought maybe you guys could help us not die. And you guys can get in that way.
There is a storm coming in.
That too.
Be looking for shelter.
And it's gonna be like the start of Rocky Horror Show.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
You're wet.
It's
raining.
I mean, there are ships
you could kind of keep I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I was going along with you. Just there are ships around, and I assume shipwrecks happen around here. If y'all need a plausible, oh gosh, we hit the rocks.
We were just lost in the forest and needed a place to keep dry from the storm that's coming. And here's a big house. How did you? Please me.
Please help.
Yeah.
Then the three of us try to scale and look around.
Sure.
Okay. If that's the case, what signal if we've accomplished what we did? If at all, or just, assume we're gonna prevail and get out the front door later?
Yeah. I mean, I assume if you get caught, you'll be brought in with the rest of the others. Or we get caught. So I think we're gonna end up in one place.
Okay.
Each other. It's not gonna be.
We'll meet up again when we both get caught and kidnapped in a cell.
Yeah.
And then from there, we'll
burst out. We've got bombs, right?
Yeah.
I do.
Oh no! Sometimes you have fantasy adventures that start in a jail cell. You guys are like planning the point at which you intentionally end up in a jail cell.
Well, we have to get there anyway.
Yeah.
That is true.
Act 2.
They're being kept there.
To be fair, I mean, Cass will have had to orchestrate certain plans where you put yourself in a situation where you get captured and have to be a slave, and then are there for a while as a double agent. Not really a double agent, but like undercover. Before you then bust everybody out. So you're like, let's get
okay.
That's fine. Yeah,
come on, Cass.
Like, I mean, if we get caught and I get put in the jail cell, that's fine. I can handle.
You can just rip the bars open, right?
Well, yeah, but you wouldn't do that until you had everything together.
But you can do it, is what you're saying.
Rookie suggestion.
Okay, so Cass and I will go in. Trying to get shelter from the storm. I was lost. You were also lost. And then you guys climb walls and get inside.
What if you said it was about to, like, an hour, maybe a little less than an hour now until the rain's supposed to start?
So we want to maybe do it a little closer to when the storm's coming in.
Well, so I was actually going to ask as well, like, is it a better sell if y'all are sopping wet,
Yeah.
a little mangy? And
Yeah.
The storm rolls
I'll
in
give him
and
my
then-
best wet cat of a man look.
Yeah.
It worked on
Wow.
Cass when she rescued me.
Yeah, that's
It
true.
did, to be fair, it's quite convincing.
Yeah.
You're a very convincing wet cat of a
Cat
man.
of a man, yeah.
That'll-
Yeah, you
and that
sell it
will
really well.
give us time to get in place, so I guess
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Listen, I'm using all I have at my disposal.
We'll have to head down the slope anyway and try and do
Yeah.
that without being particularly obvious.
So let's get a little closer, wait till the rain starts, and then we'll head in.
Alright.
Good plan. Team.
See how it actually goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be totally
Okay.
fine. Perfect. No problems. We got this. And, you know, if we, depending on how many people they have, you said they have carts, right? We can just
Yeah.
hope that some of them can drive carts and get everyone loaded up and out. I guess what I'm saying is their exit probably won't be quiet, but
No.
By
Who
that
cares at
point,
that
they'll
point?
probably be aware.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Who cares?
At
at
least
that
there's
point?
no
I
neighbors here.
I have a lot of smoke. I have smoke bombs, so that can cover our exit. It's gonna be obvious. Obviously, it's always gonna be obvious, but it'll give us some visual. Give them some
It'll
visual
also
improvement.
let me know if there's smoke bombs going off.
Yeah.
Then you're
Yeah.
probably in that general direction.
Yeah.
So I know a little bit more about your situation than I did
Yeah.
before.
It's like Phelan looking into his back. I got smoke bombs. I got a few stink bombs, and I have arson
You have those
cubes.
arson cubes. Yeah.
Yeah. I also have
Hell yeah.
we talked about this. looks to Misha. We talked about this. I also have flour, very fine milled flour, and to be fair, explosions are kind of like my last go-to.
Yeah.
Fire and I don't. Well, anyway, but it is a thing that I have as a possibility.
You know, I was gonna suggest with the smoke bombs that you maybe like let them go and just start screaming fire so that people just run out.
I
But
can do that.
you know, you could just set it on fire too,
I can
guess. I don't
also
know.
start a real fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's a storm, I'm going to be able to utilize the lightning. It makes my stuff even bigger. Where,
And set more things on fire.
Which team do you want me on?
Maybe Tukunari.
Hmm.
Maybe I ran away from you guys and I was trying to get out and the other people
I
saw
thought
me.
it's
and...
the
Oh, right.
storm we're
Keep it
trying to
simple.
shelter. Are we not?
Yeah.
Are we
Yeah.
not storming? We're trying to shelter, or are we going
Yeah.
back to kidnapping you?
Well,
I would say whatever
no,
is the easiest to
shelter, but
remember and to sell.
yeah.
Keep the facts as minimal as possible.
Yeah, I think shelter is gonna be best.
Yeah,
I
if
think
it
you should
was
stay with Kanan or Ariana so that there's a mage on both sides.
Mage on both sides.
Okay.
I think if we were anywhere else, I would suggest we do the kidnapping route, but they
We don't
see
want to be
too
obvious.
Many, they see
Um,
too many Canary to not clock us as not mercenaries.
What are we doing once we're inside?
Trying
Team
to find the people.
sneak in.
Trying
Inside?
to find.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
So
if-
priority is find people and liberate them. If we happen to see people to kick, then we kick them. But like
Mm-hmm.
we're just going in to liberate.
I think
And
if you guys are
and
climbing
this
in,
one guy.
prioritize the people to find them, because odds are if they take us in for shelter, we will be taken to the
Not
head of
holding
the
cells.
household or
Yeah.
people who are
yeah.
in positions of power
Okay.
to allow us to stay there.
So
So
you
we're
two
more-
are taint punching.
Yes.
I imagine we probably all will be in the end, but as an
Sure,
opening
but this is like
gambit,
one particular taint. You know, it's like the prize
that's
taint.
true.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll save
That's
them
true.
for you. Everyone gets a lick in.
I don't want to
No.
lick the taint.
No.
Oh, I know.
I've had prime rib. I've never had prime taint. Weird.
Oh. Well, to each their own. I don't yuck people's yums.
I
Whatever
wouldn't.
you're into.
Listen.
I'm not kink shaming, I'm kink asking why.
Some people might be into that.
Okay,
Sorry, we're getting off
No,
topic.
no,
Yeah, yeah.
I have an actual thought. Hold on. They said that they haven't seen him in a while, right? Like he doesn't leave.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
he's
so just-
reclusive. Yeah.
Fair thought to put in everybody's heads. He might not be doing it.
No,
Like they might just be
no,
using
this
his
might not be
estate.
his call.
Yeah.
Um,
So
We
just
will we
you know,
will
keep
get
an eye out for the real
information
one.
before we do any final taint punching.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he got taken maybe, so maybe he deserves a taint punch too. I don't know, but
yeah,
just
maybe
saying.
the people who like lose contact with family who came here to work are just like they're wrapped up in, I don't know, maybe it's like a cult,
Oh,
you know,
no, I
and
just
it's
meant
like
the guy
we're
that
all
owns it.
Could also
Oh.
be a cult.
Could be a
anyways.
cult.
yeah, but we might not find people like imprisoned.
That's
No.
true.
You just
Okay,
We
well-
liberate you from your dumb idea.
we find people who are
Like-
working and like look at them and be like, blink twice if you need rescue.
Very that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just imagining now I've circled people and they're all blinking twice because they were
Yeah.
told to, and now it's confusing. And what do we do? Anyway, it's not important. Okay.
Mhm.
All right, we can do it.
You can do it. It's fine.
And meet outside the gates and just run like hell, I guess.
Yeah. So no signal. We just like we'll meet up when the job is done.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
Take carts if you need to.
Well,
Okay.
depending on how many people they have, yeah. So,
Cool.
all right. Good luck.
Go team.
Everyone hands in.
Yeah. Yeah. The canaries are down the clown. Let's go.
Mm.
Go team.
Go team.
Careful.
All right. So,
Storm to roll in.
yeah. Team sneaking in, are you going to be trying to assess a way in whilst the wait for the storm is occurring? Or are you
Yeah.
gonna wait for the storm as well?
I was gonna attempt to look a little bit, not like, let me get up right on this wall. You
Mhm.
know, if there's any way to not alert people.
Yeah.
But-
So I'll allow you guys to scoot a little closer. If you're trying to be very, very quiet, I will allow a stealth roll, but the primary thing I need is a perception roll. I'll allow you to flex into any specialities that you have in perception. It will just color the information that you are given, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm gonna attempt a stealth roll.
Uh-huh.
Please be good to me. 14.
Decent. Why am I yawning? It's only 9 p.m. Well, to the audience, I took 82 teenagers to a trampoline park today because it was their last day.
Oh,
That's why.
jeez.
Yeah.
That's why. Why am I yawning?
It's like, why am I tired? Oh. Are you stealthy? Or no?
Yeah. I guess I should for sure.
Yeah.
So that's just a dexterity roll.
Yes. Nice.
Nice. So quiet with your clanky armor. I love it when people with clanky armor roll the highest on stealth. It's delicious to me.
He's
Okay,
just
so you
holding
guys-
it like.
So you guys are pretty confident that you're approaching this wall in a way that is quiet and likely unseen because it is not bars of a fence. This is a solid wall. As you're kind of approaching, I will now ask for perception rolls. If you have a specialty in there, well, a focus in there, you can roll with that. It'll just determine what information I give you.
Look at my eyes. 15
Mein
force
Augen.
points.
Nice.
But do I have
Okay.
an IC?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, your focus is so intensely on not being heard with your armor that
Mhm.
your focus isn't really on looking for things because you're like, that's what Ariana does, right? That's her shtick. So, you're just watching your tail, basically. For Ariana, I think it seems like the walls around the sides and towards the back meet at the cliff edge. And
Mhm.
so there's not necessarily a way to get to that back wall because it is facing the sea essentially, and it's a little hard to get to. However, The way that the rocks at this cliff edge work, there's a section that you could probably climb up onto and get a pretty an easier way up and over that wall. And because it is towards the back of the estate, you could assume that you're at the certainly at the very least not going to be seen by the front door. If there is something at the back, it's difficult to say. You don't hear anything. Sorry. I cannot control the yawns, I'm sorry. You're not necessarily hearing things. That wasn't necessarily what your role was focused on, but that looks like the easiest point of entry, especially to get Kana up and over. Kana is very good at climbing, but sheer walls are different because there's nothing to get your hands or your feet onto.
That's exactly what I was doing. I think just kind of like trying to get in Kana's eye line of just, all right, I think we could reach this way. I have no idea what's on the other side.
Yeah, a section of the wall itself is just built up and into and on top of a slightly larger bit of rock. So that is something that you can climb up on.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I didn't see any like, it's slick. All the other parts are slick. I don't think we can do it. I mean, you might, but I sure as hell can't.
With your first stone points, what I will say is you can see now that you're getting towards this cliff edge, it looks like whatever back section of this estate and that back wall, you can see the tail end of it's not necessary. It looks like a natural step. So rather than man-made slabs of stone, it's like they've placed down larger boulders to create that stepping effect. And it looks like there must be a walkway from the back of this estate that goes down. You're seeing the end of it as it curves slightly into a very small bay. It's hard to like. I want to use my Scottish references for these places because we have so many of them in Scotland, but that's not going to help with anybody else here. But very small inlet, so it is likely that you could get small boats into that area to get up and down.
Okay.
You're mostly just seeing the tail end of that little walkway and the fact that there is a small inlet.
Yeah. Well, communicate that to Kana and Misha, and also just that also means people might be here, so I might just not see them. But let's put it this way: they know this is here. Like I don't doubt that they know it.
If we need to run, maybe there's like a little boat down there, and we can flee down there and get on the boat.
Yeah, with the storm, I would hesitate, but hey, it's better than dead. So, well, dead by blades.
I could try to help with that, but you're right. Maybe it's not like the first choice.
Yeah, little dinghy in a sea storm. Like
I'm a very competent rower.
Oh, I don't know. I just know I'm not. But yeah, okay. So we just wait for the rain.
Okay. So everybody is going to hunker down, and sure enough, you can see that it is a storm approaching. You will start to hear rumbles of thunder. It doesn't look like there is fork lightning going on. It is that sheet lightning, that flash in the sky. And eventually, by the time that hour is up and just slightly over, it is overhead. So it is absolutely pissing it down with rain. Which, again, can be good in many ways. Can be a slight hindrance, especially if the sort of person that, it's uncomfortable for armor, depending on the type of armor that you're wearing, and if you have a cloak that's waxed enough that it feels waterproof. True to like when you were on the storm,
we do have those really fancy cloaks that we got.
Have fancy cloaks, yeah. Misha seems very excited once the storm rolls over, and at one point you see her holding out her hand, and without seemingly needing to summon magic into her hand, you start to see little crackles of lightning forming at her fingertips.
Hell yeah.
Makes me happier I don't wear metal. All right.
Yeah, you're right. That would be
Now just takes like
yeah.
a small step away.
Just
Yeah. Hey, listen, this means if it was to crack down here, it's more likely to hit me than you. I can call it to me. But this is sheet lightning, so you're okay. You'll be fine.
I think I feel better.
I can't imagine it's like massively comfortable with the rain, though.
I mean, have a little rust to clean off later. It's all good.
And so much like when we saw the main characters of Lord of the Rings standing waiting for a battle to happen, being absolutely pissed on with rain. You guys are at the ready to implement your various things. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have team approaching the door first, because I feel like depending on what's going on there, might add some flavor to what you guys find when you climb up over the wall. So you are able to head in. There is a smaller gate, it looks like, to go in through for just walking people rather than the larger one that would be opened for the cart itself. It is a nice estate. It seems well kept from what you're able to judge on the outside. Interestingly, the gardens here, as you're walking kind of past them and up the pathway that leads to the front door, it's a little more wild than the incredibly preened and sculpted, very, manicured gardens of Orlais. It's rustic, but feels intentional. Everything here seems to have been grown with a purpose. It's quite nice to see, I suppose, for Valen to see quite a lot of different plants, flowers, shrubs, few lovely trees that you didn't see on the approach here. So it's not like these are the just natural wild plants that are growing out down the south of Ravine. And you're able to go up to the door.
I think Cass deliberately forgoes her cloak, takes it off and shoves it in her pack so that she looks really dripping wet, pathetic,
bedraggled. Yeah.
Lets herself get properly drenched by the rain, and then shoves all her hair back so it's all hooked in her horns and everything. All the paint that she wears is halfway down her face. It's truly, you might as well just dunked her face first in a puddle and called it a day.
Amazing.
I assume the walking gate is locked.
Yes.
Is a guard stood outside, or do we get the sense that there's guards inside?
You don't see guards. I think what you'll see is that there is, by the looks of it, a stone thing for you to take a hold of and pull, and there's a chain that goes up maybe about 5-6 inches and then disappears into the stonework of the wall.
Cass will look to Phelan and be like, "Do you wanna, or will I?"
Just gonna look up at Cass, look up at the chain, look up at Cass, and then just go like this and not even touch it.
It's just gonna go, okay, and then rattle it.
Yeah. You find that the chain, it pulls with a bit of give. You're strong enough to manage to do it, and it's not like it's impossibly heavy or jammed up. But there's a little bit of heft to pull that chain. He's back.
He bitey.
Yes. But you feel it clearly pulling on something. And after a while, heading out with a large, it looks like a parasol, because I don't think umbrellas are necessarily a thing that people wear when it's when it's rainy, but they would exist for protecting yourself from the sun. This one looks quite large and is in fact protecting from the rain. You see a human man. He seems maybe about 5'6", very slender build, dark hair that is sort of like pulled up into a bit of a sort of messy updo, like a little bun at the back. Wearing very nice, well-kept robes that are a sort of like hunter green color, and scuttles on down to the gate, and looks at the pair of you.
I want to make sure that I take my hood off and I look like the prettiest, wet-eyed, soaping wet elf you've ever seen.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Big ol' eyes.
I love that you're going for pathetic and pretty, and I'm going
Yeah,
for,
I want to
this
be
is like
as
someone's
pathetically pretty
stray
looking
dog.
as I can.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hello?
Hi. We are very sorry to barge in on this estate. We are traveling and we got lost, and there seems like there is a storm coming in, and we were wondering if, well, it is here,
Yeah.
obviously.
There's a moment where I say,
And if you had maybe some areas that we could take for shelter while the storm passes.
Can I please ask you to roll charisma, persuasion roll in communication, please? Thank you.
Oh God.
Unless you feel there's another focus you're applying, it would be persuasion.
I got leadership.
I
am
don't
taking the
know.
lead.
Well, I don't think you're trying to take the lead of this person right in this moment.
No,
It would forego
I don't know
your,
why anyone
I'm
let me
just a
talk because I
pathetic
don't
little
have.
boy.
I'm
Hey,
just
listen.
a pathetic little boy. I really am pathetic. Does that add? Is that like a positive failure?
Nope.
Okay.
A positive.
Yeah.
Failing up. We're
Failure
failing up.
plus. Failing up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, and we'll kind of like look at the pair of you. Are you just on your own?
Yeah. It's just us, like an outhouse or a stable or something, just so long as it's not. And we'll like gesture to the rain and like sort of not make a show off, but the next time there's like a lightning crack, we'll like flinch at it.
Might I ask why you are lost at this particular part of the country?
Well, it's a funny story. You see, takes out his notebook. I study plants, and I
I'm
went
going to
out.
get that wet.
I study plants. Put it under my cloak. And I came out to, well, study plants, and I got very lost because I'm not from here. And then my friend came looking for me, and then we both got very lost because
I
we're
got worried
not from
about the
here.
mountain lions, and then he said that he thought he saw a mountain lion, and then we got lost trying to get round, and with the storm, I can't find our tracks back, and yeah.
If you will wait here a moment, I will request if the barn can be used.
Thank you. Settling
into
the Kunari.
Turns around on his heels, scuttles his way back up to the estate. It won't be too terribly long before he will eventually scuttle his way back down to the gate. You may use the barn, but you will remain in the barn until the storm has passed over.
Thank you.
If you are found outside of the barn at any point, for whatever reason, there may be consequences. Do you accept?
Yes.
Yeah. We appreciate your hospitality.
Mhm.
Okay.
Opens up the gate with a large set of keys that are kept on his hip. It's like one of those big rings with a lot of very heavy keys. Undoes the lock, opens it, lets you in, and will guide you rather than going like closer to the estate, you veer off to the right. And there is indeed a building. It is predominantly wood with some tile up top as well. And he will lead you inside.
Above table, if we knock him out and take the keys.
Hey, listen.
I mean, Cass already is like, well, there's going to be consequences regardless of what we do. So,
Yeah.
and frankly, buddy, they're going to be for you and not for me. So,
he will lead you inside. It looks like this place, perhaps at some point, might house horses or containers. It looks fairly empty currently. He will lead you over to an area where there is basically a bench, sort of like built into the side of the wall, and will produce a little net sack that has a couple of apples in it.
Oh, thank you.
Some hospitality.
It's appreciated. I don't know your name and I'm afraid to ask. I'm not gonna lie.
Why are you afraid?
If you want the truth, I'm always afraid. But
You may call me Nikolai.
Nikolai, thank you, Nikolai.
Cass like looks around and then like chances her luck and is like, no horses in your barn?
Yes, they are invisible horses.
There you go.
Try not to disturb them. They may hurt you if they get spooked.
I like your humor, Nikolai.
Well, it's almost as funny as your story about your plants.
My plants?
You said it was a funny story and told me that you study plants.
Yeah, it's not really funny.
It's funny.
And they getting lost could
more...
be funny, I think, at some point in
Is
the
it a
future
Farad
story.
and turn of phrase?
Yeah.
It's more funny, really stressful for me, actually.
What is stressful about it for you?
Oh, that he runs off to look for plants and then doesn't tell me where he's going, and then I have to go pretend like I'm trying to find him, even though I know fine well that he's got himself into this situation all by himself.
Perhaps you get him a collar with a bell, and then you'll be able to find him.
Maybe I'll have to.
Okay.
I will leave the pair of you to discuss that.
What do we do now?
He
So
leaves the two of you,
Yeah.
and heads
Cass,
on
like,
inside.
drapes herself on the bench. It's very clearly slightly too big for it, and is like, okay, I'm just gonna perch on the edge and like have to like lounge a bit.
There's some big juicy apples in that little net.
Yeah,
Start cutting apple.
Honestly, we'll take one and just like take a
Yeah.
large bite as he leaves to make the point. Like
Yeah.
a crunchy one too. Like,
Yeah.
oh great.
If you've ever had a pink lady apple,
Ooh.
tasty.
Yeah.
Pink
Fuck
one.
Red Delicious. This is a hate Red Delicious hating blog, is all I'm saying.
What the fuck's delicious about your red apples? Yeah. Okay. So we will leave the pair of you in a barn eating apples out of the rain. With the invisible horses. Kana and Oriana. And Misha, technically. I will ask for a climbing roll from you guys, but it's not terribly difficult to be able to do it, just, you know, given that you have the rocks to climb up on initially.
That's strength, right?
It is in strength.
Oh, I think that's the lowest roll
Um,
of all of us.
I was gonna ask if I could take the B positions to catch Oriana if she fell.
But you want to
No,
take the consequences for that?
No, it's okay.
I mean, you
Because
can
I
if you want
imagine
to.
Kana's going first, actually, is what we had initially said.
Well,
And then
that's when
Misha
there
was at
were
the back
4
end.
of us.
Yeah. Misha's strong. She may be a mage, but
Okay.
she's strong.
She has a Quinari.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got this noodle arm.
Well, I think the
That's
issue is,
fair.
and it's more funny and feeds the story, if the issue isn't the climbing up onto the wall, it's getting back down when you get to the other side. So actually it is that you Yep.
Thank fuck it
Oh.
rained.
I'll make my roll, which is slightly different.
A tale of two rolls.
Oh my god.
You got more stump points than she got in her roll altogether.
Literally. And that's with a +1. I rolled a 4.
Wow.
I rolled
Pushed
a
it.
4,
Pushed it.
y'all.
Yeah.
That only would have been better if it was trip ones.
Yes. Yeah. Well,
Amazing.
Kana,
Beautiful.
you do it incredibly well. You land. You are content that you've done it quietly enough that you've managed to do it without creating any ruckus. And you're like, yes, perfect. That's exactly what we.
I think it's like she gets up there and she's like, oh fuck, this sucks so bad.
Yeah.
Everything's wet. And then like gets to the top and is like
a little too
Takes
overconfident that you
Yeah.
succeeded the first part. Yeah.
got up the high part, takes one step and it goes, oh shit.
Oh, shit.
And I think
Yeah.
would honestly wrap around Franklin or just make
yeah,
sure
yeah.
I don't
Try to
fall
cushion the
and
blow.
crush him.
He will never be hurt in anything.
Never. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think it's almost
so
that like
funny.
you maybe started to climb a little sooner. Like there was very much that let one person get up and over on the other side so that they can spot you and I can do this.
Biffed it. I think I chipped a tooth. Like it's like in the mud, like
proper crumple. You know when people fall and it's a little heavy on like the head and shoulder, like,
Yeah.
and then all the rest of your body just compresses on top of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done that before.
Yeah. Yes. That's fine. Yeah. Misha's very careful about how she does it. She is a Qunari, so she has, you know, that going for her, but she is also a mage. But she's just very careful in how she climbs and then does the like holds on and like lowers herself for at least the first half of the wall and then lets herself drop down. So it's careful. It's not like the super cool that Kana did. But she succeeds and kind of lands and then looks down at you and goes, oh, do you need healing?
I think honestly it's one of those things where you fuck up so bad you
Maybe
can't
my
help but
pride.
laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think it's just in the mud, like probably
Yeah.
little mud bubbles from laughing.
Oh.
I'm good. It's fine. It really hurts a lot.
Don't worry about me.
Okay. Yep. That's fine. And it's trying to not make a lot of noise, clearly,
Yeah.
because she just did so great at it. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
she gets out of the mud.
And there is that slobby as you
Yep.
come out of this.
No, you know, no, I'm good. I think I chipped a tooth.
Okay.
Fine.
Maybe this will help with your stealth rolls.
What are rolls?
Isn't that when you turn to the left? You call
Yeah,
it pillbug when you like
bugging.
Yeah,
spin.
maybe.
Those are stealth rolls, right?
I should name like, and I think as she's talking, like it's a little whistle.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, we should look for.
It's fine.
Oh, we're never
No.
going to.
No, and
Oh.
I don't want it back. It's fine. It's
That's character.
okay.
Okay,
Don't
we
make
should
me laugh.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. It's a little whistly now.
It's fine. Franklin, you're fine, right?
Get used to it. Franklin's just like you open up like the part of your hood and you see that he has been laying on his back like with a bit of
Just
food, just like
lounging.
yeah, and he's like looks at you and you.
Yeah, okay, you're fine. All right. That's the important part.
Where are we going now?
Honestly, I was thinking about that. It's a good question. Do you think there just the thing is like do you think there's do you think they're being held in the main house, like at the bottom of it? This is not funny, I shouldn't laugh.
Possibly.
I
Yeah.
Or like another building.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
guess they were near the bottom or maybe near the docks. We saw. But
Yeah, I was wondering, do you
if
think
they're
they bring him in by the
transporting people,
docks? Yeah.
Let's
I think we just try to see how far inside we can get without
find a
getting
little
noticed.
cover and let's recon.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's do that.
We can blend in behind the tree. You can blend in with the ground.
You know, honestly, the mud's not the bad part. I used to wear mud all the time. This is actually kind of nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had a mud bath before. I don't know that I've worn it.
Yeah, that's why I had to ask a lot of questions when we first got here. I
Okay.
wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
We should talk
It's
about this
better
later.
for hunting. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, like okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
honestly, with all the buildings, now that we're actually in the estate and
Yeah.
we can see what looks like the most, like, I don't want to say nondescript, but also what could actually house and hold people. You know what I mean? Like an outhouse wouldn't have 20 people hanging out in there, not maybe. I don't know. It might be a door down, but yeah.
So from the back end here, you can now see there's a small like stretch of like pathway or like a mini road essentially, that leads to another sort of like doubled gate that must lead to the section that goes down, towards the lower coastline of the inlet. There is, by the looks of things, there's just like the main estate from this side, and then you can see there is a smaller building on the other side of the estate. So you could curve around the back of this building to get over to what that smaller building looks like. Looks like there's quite a lot of windows to it, and it is a single story building. The back end of the estate here does go up 3 floors. You can see that quite clearly now. There's other sections that are just 2. And there is a back section to the house that has how to describe this? It's got another section of the building like above it, creating a sort of covered, sheltered area. And it's not that this is a garden, but it does look like a prominent back door to this house. There is, you would assume, because you know how these houses work, there must be a side of this building that has like where servants would come and go, or a section of the house that would serve them. You're not seeing any immediate signs on this side. So yeah.
Okay.
It looks like up on the 3rd story, there's a window that is like cracked open. And by the looks of it, it looks like the windows slide up rather than windows that slide open. So that's a little bit of intel. These are all things that you can see that it would be weird for you not to kind of notice with your cursory glance. If you're looking for further details, I would then require rolls.
Yeah. Between the two, I would like to see if there's anything like, because I know it just started raining, it's pissing down outside, but like, does anything look like there's dragged feet or multiple sets of feet?
That I would require.
Yeah. If I could do that.
Yeah. Technically, it's tracking, but I'd allow searching.
I'm trying to see what I got. I mean, I don't have anything like this. Do I have anything that helps me in this moment? Sure don't. All right. You said you would allow searching?
I'll allow searching because it's close enough to tracking. You're not essentially trying to find things to then follow it. You're just looking for the fact that there might be something in the first place, you know? Right. So I'd allow the searching in that regard.
The dice have blessed me.
I think with 21, you don't see dragged footprints necessarily. And actually, as the rain is getting heavier, anything that might have been there from before, it might be starting to get slightly washed. You will see a section where it looks like a cart, not the sort that like a horse is going to pull, like a smaller set of wheels, you would assume, because it's two straight lines, that might be pulled by a person, or maybe like a donkey, but like, nothing as so large as the cart that you saw those two people traveling. But it does seem to come from the front of the house and up the side. So like the side where you are kind of standing, maybe if you're getting a little closer to the building, and going in towards the back end of the house.
Okay, so not
So
the side
no
building.
like footprints that are dragging, if that makes sense, or any signs of scuffle, but there is a set of wheel tracks.
And this is to the main estate, not like the side one-story
Yes,
building. Okay.
correct. It's coming from the front of the building, up the side where you guys are, and then in towards the back end, perhaps to where that sort of covered area is. You'd have to get close to the building to get a definitive answer on that, yeah.
Relay to both of them that information. I don't know. Let's put it this way. I would guess they're not in the main building if it was this person and he entertained people. You know, like you would want to hide them, right? Like you wouldn't want your property, well, not property, you know what I mean. Score so close to people that might visit, but no one's been here and he hasn't been seen. So maybe they keep him in the main building because it's bigger and then keep a better eye on them.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever bet y'all think is better.
I tend to agree. I think if I'm trying to think of where there's room for them, like where, because you'd want to be able to keep them underground somewhere, or like somewhere tucked away. And I'm just,
something that they can't get
is
out
it
of
possible for me to like look at the structure of like the terrain? Like I'm looking at my specializations because I'm not gonna be able to roll a good perception roll. But I'm wondering if an engineering roll might give me like a good sense of like where it would be possible for there to be structures like that.
I'll allow you to roll. It could be a little hard because the thing is, if they have a basement level to this, that's not something you could see. However,
Right.
there may be other information I can give you. 17. I think looking more at essentially masonry in this regard, that sort of like separate outbuilding has too many windows that are too large that you would keep something secret in it. Because why, you know,
what are all those hands on the window?
Yeah. So whatever purpose it does serve, it's not likely about the containment of people in any way.
No.
And general layout of this house, you can see that there's clearly like east wing, west wing. There's an upper floor in this section that's 3 stories. That's clearly its own separate thing as well. And then a larger main structure. And just looking at the way that some of the windows work, there's probably some manner of like either when I call it grand hall, it's not a massive estate, but certainly like the main hall chamber of this that can double up for like entertaining people or a ballroom or whatever. Although if this person reclusive, he's probably not using it in that way. I think as well, back out of the building, a little further along, if you scoot around enough to just get the layout of the back of this building, it looks like the wing that is furthest away from you, so like the west wing. Yep, west. There's windows that seem smaller, and perhaps more functional. So if there's somewhere where is more staff focused of like the kitchens or the storerooms or whatever, it's probably there because your big fancier rooms that are for the main household or for entertaining guests or what have you, you want those big windows to be letting in lots of light. Whereas certain parts of a house are a bit more modest and functional. So you have crossed out that building's probably not where they'd be keeping them, you know roughly where the staff might be, and that there's like a larger chamber in the middle. So you've definitely gathered intel. It hasn't told you
I'll
where
relay
he
all
would
that,
be
yeah.
keeping people, but like it's still good intel to have.
Yeah.
Well, I guess let's go look, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where will you be planning to
Um,
infiltrate?
I vote not the west wing.
Not
So
the
maybe where
servant
the
wing.
cart goes, yeah. Like, the cart didn't go to the west wing, right?
No.
Or did it just get behind the house? Yeah.
Like the back door, essentially.
Yeah. Let's see if we can find an open window already, so we don't have to break anything. And
There's one up on the third floor.
Yeah.
You guys can
There's
do
One
more
that's
climbing.
not locked. How about that?
Well, it's slightly ajar up there.
Oh no, I'm absolutely kidding.
Okay.
I'm not climbing that shit. No, but let's.
But it's up a sheer wall in a tower in the rain. It sounds like a fun
I want to
climb.
actually like keep some teeth I got. You know,
Use the
Um,
mud as like a
yeah.
suction on the wall. Maybe that would help.
I'm pretty
Mm.
sure it's just goo
I like
inside.
that.
Yeah. Not that I've tried that before. All right. Anyway,
If
let's
you
go on
want,
the east side of the building.
if we don't find windows that are actually opening, I can call some lightning to like have a lightning strike and we could just break a window.
It's really noisy though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Hey,
the thunder,
plan
the
B.
lightning
Also
caused it.
Yeah.
I can also summon a strap that can break a window.
Yeah, I know.
It's
Like
not as
you break the
fancy,
actual
but
window, but I make the lightning happen so that they think that it was the lightning that broke the window.
right, to cover
So
the
we
sound.
combo. Yeah, we
use
team up.
that
Yeah.
as a distraction.
Yeah.
On the right side or the
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Lightning, broken window.
Yeah.
We
And
dip
then they
into
go that
another
way, and then we
side.
go.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that?
Wait, when you summon lightning, is there thunder also?
Actually, that's a good point. Does it make noise?
No. Well, it makes a sound when I summon it. It's
Like
not
it
necessarily a
crackles.
full clap of, yeah, it's not like a big roll of thunder, but here's the thing, like sometimes thunder and lightning don't come like correctly together, and there's an actual thunderstorm,
Right.
so I wait until there is thunder and then I
Right. Yeah. Okay.
That's smart.
We
It's
got
just
this
logistics.
team. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, following the cart then, like the cart tracks.
Okay. I'm trying to head in through the back
see
door.
if we can go there. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, you guys will be going in clap of thunder to create a distraction, sneaking your way in. What I'll do just before I leave you guys is can I just get you guys to roll stealth rolls?
Yeah.
And then we'll get to the you being inside after that point, and then I'm gonna come over to the other two to see what you're doing. You may just be sitting in a barn eating apples, but I will check in to see what you were doing.
12 is not a fail, right?
It is not a fail.
Okay. Then I
Not
can't
nearly
roll
as
it.
A
much as
10,
10.
however, is though.
I can't give my scouting ability
11
to
11 is like basic most simple paths for easy tasks, essentially, is what an 11 is. Yeah. Okay. We'll deal with that in a minute.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. For my other two, what are you doing?
These are really good apples.
Yeah, Cass is gonna finish the apple because it's like, actually, this was quite good. I did enjoy this. And then just put the core down and be like, you want to find out about those consequences?
Sure.
You don't have to. You can stay in the barn. I might go find out about the consequences.
No, well, that's the whole point of this. So,
Yeah, I mean,
or would it be easier if I stay in the barn? I'm like, oh no, they went out and I couldn't stop them. I mean, look at me. I'm tiny and they're so big.
Little guy. That's up to you. We can tell it either way, so if you want to try and continue persuading them, and I'll
Yeah.
take the fall. I don't
Well, the
mind.
thing is, I'm not
Or
really
you
good
can
at
come with.
convincing people, but I'm also not really good at stealthing around.
Oh, I'm not good at stealth.
Okay.
I mean, if the others are trying to stealth, it won't be helpful if I'm also prowling around, because all that's going to happen is we're going to run into each other and startle each other. I think, honestly, the best bet may be to make as much noise as possible, so that if I am getting consequences dealt out upon me, they can hear that and go elsewhere.
Okay. Okay.
And also, you know,
I don't want us to split up too much, so I'm going to go with you.
I think as you guys are considering it and maybe going to like the edge where like the barn doors are, you
Mhm.
are gonna see in a slightly covered section on the west side of the building, so opposite side from where these guys are, you can see the cart that Phelan is going to recognize as the one that had been encountered before. It looks like the vast majority of the contents have been offloaded. And you can see the human man who had been exasperated at his partner for thinking it was a mountain lion. He was like, "It's just a fucking elf." Uh, is stood smoking a pipe, it looks like at the minute, with like two boxes next to him, just under the slight covering lip of a small entranceway.
Yeah.
Hey, I know those guys.
Do you want to talk to the guys?
I don't. Should we talk to?
I
You're the one who has done this before.
Every job is different. It depends. You kind of have to work on the fly sometimes.
Okay.
If you got along with them, it might be helpful.
They didn't try and
It
attack
wouldn't
me.
go amiss to have a cart, because I feel like this might be a bit of a hot exit, and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
sometimes a hot exit, some wheels are helpful.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna look over at the
Mhm.
guy with the pipe and then just be like, "Oh, hi."
Hearing the sound of a voice is going to look over at a barn that he did not think anybody would be in and looks a little startled at first and then spots you and he's like, "Hey, it's the fucking elf from last time.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What?"
Are we just like hanging out with like the little?
Yeah, there's just like a
Yeah.
little, like the barn
Yeah.
door is just ajar and you two are
Yeah.
just stood there. Yeah.
Well, guess I got second lost. But my friend found me, but then we both got rained out.
Do you need help? Like, like, like help? Because getting lost again, where do you think you are going?
Well,
He's geographically challenged. It's an ongoing struggle.
yeah. No, my friend found me, and they can get us out, but then the storm happened and we needed some shelter.
Huh.
What about you guys?
Making a delivery.
Oh. Like house deliveries, you guys, is that the business you guys are in?
House to well,
I
no,
don't
we got
know,
paid to
like,
transport shit. I mean, not literal shit, but you know.
yeah. Stuff. House supplies. Yeah. Okay. So what's your name? I never got your name. Mine's Phelan. How are you?
Nice to meet you, Phelan. I'm Jack.
Oh, hello, Jack.
Hi.
Hmm.
Well,
No.
are you just hanging out in a barn?
Yeah, they said that if we were caught outside of the barn, there may be consequences. So
Oh, yeah, well, that's fair enough
yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he sort of implied there will be consequences. You know the
Yeah.
tone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rich folks,
So
man, they're weird about their estates.
yeah. You make
Facts.
deliveries here often?
Sometimes, maybe like every couple of months.
So you just like the delivery guy, or do you like make the stuff that they deliver to here?
Delivery guy.
Ah, okay. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Me get to travel. I don't know
Yeah.
how other people feel about traveling. I like it, so
Clearly.
yeah.
Cass like a full head above Phelan just like rolls her eyes and shakes her head like, tell me about it.
Maybe you should travel less often so that you don't get lost.
Well, that's why I have her. But then I saw a really cool plant and I got separated.
Okay,
Uh,
I will restate because that just backs up my statement that I think you should travel less often.
uh, but I've made it so far. It's okay, and we have a nice barn to keep us dry for now.
Yeah.
Got an apple. Apple's good here.
Yeah. Do you want an apple? We have like a bag of apples they gave us.
I'm good. Thank you though.
What you smoking?
Tobacco.
Phelan looks actively disappointed. Like, oh,
Yeah.
it's less fun.
Yeah, that's less fun.
Definitely tobacco.
Does it smell like
you
tobacco?
you can't tell it's raining and you're in the barn.
Yeah,
over there.
damn it.
Yeah. Your senses are good, not that good.
Yeah.
You'll see like his friend kind of or teammate kind of comes back with a hood up and goes to like pick up one of the boxes and does like a look.
Hey.
Hey. And we will continue that conversation while some people create a lightning strike and try to break into the house after the break, as we're at our halfway point.
That was my best attempt to getting information.
Yes. Yep. So we will see y'all here in 10 minutes. Go take a little break, everybody. Hi, everyone. I just want to address not only the titty back shot, but the fact that Emily did a really girly giggle at the end of it, and it was great.
That was for you guys.
Hey ho. So we have two teams doing two very different types of infiltration attempts. We have two who are currently speaking to some delivery guys. And we also have three who are using the distraction of timing a thunder roll to then do a lightning bolt that's going to break something to then go to somewhere else in the house and try to break in. So our stealth rolls weren't fabulous. One just squeaked in a pass, and the other one was just shy of it. And even then, that's for things that are like easy, like I want to go and like throw a rock off somebody. Easy. Breaking into a household perhaps a little trickier than a basic pass. However, I think you are going to get inside. And it's going to become quite apparent that the space that you've just entered into is not completely empty. You have a fraction of a moment where there's enough confusion over something breaking and the fact that there is the storm creating a little bit of confusion. But there is, you will notice as you enter, it's like elven woman dressed simply, plainly, holding a tray, and is just gonna like be paused and looking at the pair of you, well, the three of you, because Misha's with you, and like looks in the direction of where the breakage happened, and you can hear that there are other people in that area too. It seems like there's a couple people off to the other side as well, over towards like the west area. So there's like a lot going on. She's just looking at you guys.
I don't want to get close to her, but like just hands up, like, shh, please
don't freak
please
out.
don't. It's okay. We're not gonna hurt you.
No, that's not who we are. Do you need help?
Yeah, like, are
you in a bad
Did we grab
situation
that for you?
here?
Like,
It's just a tray.
okay. Please don't scream.
Okay.
Okay.
Why are you here?
Just like, okay.
We heard that some people might be getting hurt near here, and we just came to see if we might be able to help. Is there anywhere that it would be good for us to go if we were trying to help people?
Is she about to cry? Like, I think everyone's like, ah.
She looks very startled. She looks unsure of herself.
Yeah, I was like, I think she just sees emotion. Orion doesn't know what to do, and it's
yeah, there's like
Yeah.
there's a few of it. She's not sure how to process what you're doing, and how much danger that could be putting her in by standing here and speaking to you. She's gonna
Right.
turn and look behind her, and you can hear like heavy footprints, like the clank of metal on stone or marble.
yes, we can hide.
Yeah.
You don't have to
Come
tell
out,
us if you're
Resident.
gonna get in trouble. We
You're
can just
fine.
leave.
Uh-huh. And just indicates
we'll
vaguely towards the your left.
Okay. We're gonna go in there. We'll wait till the footsteps pass. Can we talk to you after that? You don't have to say yes. It's okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know that you can hide from it. And she kind of just lets you guys disappear off. You can hear that these things are approaching, and she's gonna like her back is gonna stiffen, and she's gonna turn around like she's gonna face whatever this is.
Okay. And just like just but I want to put my ear to the door and just like look at the other two with wide eyes like, oh god.
Yeah. You will hear again clank, clank, clank of metal on stone, marble. She doesn't say anything. You don't hear a voice from whatever else is out there. And you'll feel it coming a little closer. Can you roll me an engineering roll? And I know that sounds like a bit of a curveball.
Oh.
All right.
Is it?
Does it have something to do with rocks and stone?
No, there's no, it's not rocks, it's not stone.
Like special dwarf powers.
The closer that this seems to get towards you, you hear a sort of like every time that you assume this figure would be taking a step, you hear a slight like a whirring noise. That is following the same pattern of the footsteps, and it is going to kind of come towards your area. You guys are in it's sort of like a little side room that has a door that clearly looks like it's going towards a corridor. You can see because it's slightly ajar towards the corridor. And then there would be another door behind you that just from your general check of the building canal, would be heading towards the like more sort of like the kitchens and what have you.
Okay.
What do you do?
Should we step into a side room and try to wait for these footsteps to pass?
Well, I think we're in a side room. It's coming for us.
You're in the side room. You can hear it getting like
we
closer
basically
and
go
getting
into the
closer to
kitchen
like
and
moving
run.
past where the door is.
Yeah. Or just wait it out.
Or wait in this doorway to ambush it as it comes through.
honestly, I think we just wait and try to see what it is. If we go through the kitchen, there's gonna be people cooking and working, and I don't know. They're gonna freak out too.
Yeah, let's keep it away from people.
Yeah, this is so dumb. All right. Rihanna's gonna just try to slide a knife out and just hope for the best.
Okay. Can I ask for another stealth roll from you guys?
This all sounds bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Why do you hate me, Dice? Why do you hate us so much?
2 ones on something I'm bad at.
Cool.
Mm. Okay. So I think in like taking out the dagger, being prepared, being ready, just shifting back from the immediacy of the door so that if it opens, it's not going to hit you. And the flooring of this rather than stone is like really well polished wood, it looks like, but it does create a slight creak in the section that you're standing on. And there's like a moment where the footsteps pause, and then this hand will open it up. And you see stepping in is, it looks like it is a guard, but they seem to be in like full like medieval knight style armor. So it is a suit of armor. And this person's gonna like open the door and come in, and just upon seeing you is going to reach for a sword. It's a fairly hefty one, one of the ones that kind of gets like mounted onto the back. Classic Dragon Age style. And it pulls out its weapon on the three of you.
Yeah.
We'll get to what happens there in a moment. There's a few options for how you could handle that. For my two outside that are speaking to this guy, he is going to glance over at his friend who's looking at the two of you in a what the fuck kind of way, and he's just gonna like thumb towards the guy. This is Edmund.
Hi, Edmund.
Hi. Are you the
Yeah.
not okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not growling anymore.
Why were you growling? What
Don't
were
worry
you
about it. Don't
What were you doing?
worry about
I
it.
let you out of my sight for 1 minute.
It's
You're in the woods
fine.
growling
I
at
didn't.
strange men. Stop it.
The guy, like the main guy's gonna chuckle a little bit. That'll be like, yeah, why are you growling at strange man?
Don't.
Because you were
I
lost,
don't-
right? Looking for a plant at night.
He's got terrible
Yeah.
habits.
And the plants are really cool, guys.
Mm.
Anyway, how are you doing?
Getting wet. This is
That's
Edmund
kinda
speaking up.
annoying.
No, that doesn't sound fun.
No,
Oh.
offloading crates in a thunderstorm. Thankfully, they are good to not mental.
Yeah. Yep.
Fair.
Do you want? My friend could probably help you unload them. She's very strong.
Like, straightest
yeah.
so that you can see how much taller she is.
The main guy will tilt his head. Aren't you not meant to be leaving that barn?
Technically, but
Technically.
I've ate an apple. There's nothing in here. Gasping for a smoke. And I don't want
Yeah.
to set his barn on fire because it feels like that's really bad form after he's let me stay in here while it's raining.
How do you smoke things that you would set a barn on fire?
You don't want to
Look.
know.
I'm quite large. Sometimes you flick a pipe too hard and the ash sparks out and then it catches on some hay and then things go wrong. I'm not saying it happens all the time. I'm just saying it
But it has happened.
Okay. See, I
Some-
thought this one was the incompetent one, but I'm starting to get the sneaking suspicion that the pair of you have
We kind of share the duty. It's rough.
shared a
Yeah.
brain
I have to
cell.
pay-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to pay attention to where we're going. He has to make sure I don't set things on fire.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I know
yeah.
How big I am. It's a whole thing.
We both have our pros and cons. It just, balances the other one out.
If you want to
but-
hand lifting heavy things, I'm
Yeah.
better suited than this one.
Okay, you didn't have to
Well-
make the obvious that rude, but that's fine.
It's important to understand your own strengths.
Well, I understand them. She makes sure I do.
I would recommend not crossing any boundaries while you were here.
Oh?
Oh, are they like weird about it? I didn't. They weren't like the most friendly. I've definitely stumbled across friendlier people here.
Oh, the Nikolai guy, he's just a bit strange. He's not.
Yeah, he
He's
seemed strange.
he's all right when you get to know
I don't think he wants to get to know us.
him. I don't blame him.
I think we're really
Fair,
nice people,
reasonable.
but
You're lovely people, but in terms of, risking setting barns on fire and getting killed by looking for plants at night in this
well,
mountain
first
lines
of
around.
all, I was found, and second of all, she didn't smoke because of the possibility. So I think we're doing pretty good.
It's
She said
important
it's
to
happened
learn-
before.
Yeah,
important
but
to
she
learn from
didn't
your
do it now
mistakes, you know?
because
All right.
listen, Jack, it's fine. We've survived this long.
Yeah. But
Mm.
hey, if we're
Hey,
trying not
get
to
it, because
piss off-
barn. Sorry.
if we're trying not to piss off,
And I thought my sense of
Nikolai,
humor was
fair play.
bad.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I
Well,
didn't realize he was so weird with things. I know, like rich
yeah.
folks in estates are
Yeah.
often, but
Well,
like,
he's not the
sometimes-
rich folk. He serves the rich person.
Yeah.
To be fair. Yeah.
Who's the
Chip on
rich
his
guy that
shoulder
lives
about
here
it?
anyway?
Yeah.
Rich girl? Woman, man? I don't know.
It's
Family?
yeah, no, it's just a person on his own. Yeah.
Oh. That's
I mean,
sad.
there's like staff here, but I think he likes his own company. I don't know how much he we don't see him very often. We tend to just come in and
Mhm.
make our deliveries, sign off on things with Mikolai, and then skedaddle.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure if you got caught just helping someone bring boxes in, I don't think that would be a bad thing. I mean, unless you don't want the help. They just seem a lot and heavy. That's fine.
Sure, yeah. Why don't you come over and pick this one up?
Not me.
Oh.
My services are being offered.
Yeah.
Bless him.
Mhm.
Little noodle arms.
So what are you going to do?
Eat another juicy apple. Or maybe have a smoke
Supervise.
with Jack.
Usually
Yeah,
you supervise and have
I do
critique,
supervise.
despite the fact that you can't lift it.
Hopefully they're not poisoned.
Wow.
Wouldn't be great, but what are you gonna do?
That wouldn't be the first time. But anyway.
Even Cass
I
is
am
like,
amazed
okay.
that you're still alive. It's almost impressive.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And you don't even know the half of it, let me tell you.
sure, if you want to come and help, that's fine.
I'll stand
Absolutely.
with Jack and have a smoke with Jack while you help Edmund.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Cass will like shoulder the door open and just like amble over, like, all right, show me
Yeah.
what I'm left in. Put me to
I'm
work.
gonna
Might
I'm
as
gonna
well."
pack a pipe with elf fruit and then I'm gonna offer some to Jack.
Okay.
I'm using some of my royal elf fruit. Sweeten up the
Oh.
deal.
Oh. Fancy. So Cass, you're able to pick up a box along with Edmund, and he is going in through the front entrance, it looks like, and going to an area where he is just like delivering boxes, and you can see when you head into this area that there is two people in here that appear to be staff that are lifting the boxes and then clearly taking them elsewhere inside the house. And Edmund will just sort of like use an elbow to indicate where to put your box down.
Cass will like go to put it down and be like, "You're sure you don't want me to take it all the way? Like, it's not super heavy for me. I don't mind."
Oh, but because then they're gonna see that you're out, and I mean it's your funeral, so you do what you want.
I'm just trying to help. I don't mind.
We usually just deliver here.
Ah,
And Cass, you are gonna realize that towards this area, you can see just in the corridor next to where you're dropping off the boxes, there is someone dressed in a full suit of armor that sort of like slowly turns their head towards you.
Cass like feels the slow turn onto her and is like, okay, well, I'll put it down here.
Yeah.
If you change your mind, like I can take it later. But we'll put it down where it's indicated, and is like, not great. Don't love that, but fine.
Yeah. It's definitely something. There's something there. There's something there.
Yeah.
You feel
She's
like
I don't like
your
that.
your
That gives me the ick
yeah
of it.
your heaves have been jeebed.
Yeah.
My heebies have been fucking GB,
She
bro.
can't put like a finger on it, but she's like, something like
something felt
prickled
off
at me,
there.
and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll like put the box down where Edmund shows her and is like, alright, if you change your mind and you want me to carry it later, and like kind of like points to the staff and was like, I don't mind giving a hand, up to you guys.
They
like,
look at you.
kind
They
of, like,
don't.
backing
Yeah,
up.
the two people that don't acknowledge you, they don't look at you. And they don't seem to respond to whatever comment you're making. And Edmund is just like, it's fine. We'll just cut the rest of them. We only ever take it to here.
Okay. Puts it down and goes to like leave, and just kind of like out the side of her mouth to Edmund, like, ooh, tough crowd in here.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Not a talkative lot.
No, they don't tend to like talk to us. They just take the boxes further in.
Ever? That's wild.
Yeah, I mean, I've never
Never
tried
seen
to start a conversation with them because it feels weird to go in and just start yapping to staff, but
Oh.
I'm
Well.
maybe more introverted than you.
Quite possibly. That would make sense.
Yeah, and then the guys in the armor kind of tend to watch over you, so I just...
Yeah, are they always there? That's a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
A lot of security for one guy just hanging out by himself.
I mean, it was one guy in armor, so I don't know if I would classify that as a lot of security, but yeah,
I mean,
rich people go to
Big-
rich people.
Big Nikolai's not the friendliest. Wouldn't put it past him to start anything.
I don't think he could do much. And then like he says that, and then there's like an immediate looking around in case the guy is there and hears him saying that, because his heaves get duped as well. And Phelan, you were out
Yeah.
having a bit of a smoke.
Yeah, I'm trying to sweeten up this man a little bit. Tell me
Oh.
more about what's going on here.
How do you feel you are sweetening it up?
Weed. But the really good kind.
So you just get him smoking and just to see this will work. What do you say anything?
No, I'm going to pack my pipe. And I'm going to look at him. And I'm going to make a motion like, do you want some?
Sure.
Okay, this is really strong stuff.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm giving you?
Yes.
Okay. Here you go.
It just gives you a look like you're a strange little man.
Yep. It's better if you just kind of embrace it.
I've smoked elf fruit before.
I don't
But
doubt
thank you
that.
for the warning. Just
I'm talking about this type of, but that's
oh,
fine.
interacting with you.
No, I'm talking. So are you always like this rude, or is that usually?
I'm not rude.
No, it's just reserved for me. Am I special?
Yeah,
Okay, well, thank you. I'm glad my mountain lion act worked.
I'm just being witty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I liked
Mountain
it.
Lion was really good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Um.
So like, what do you guys? You said you guys deliver to this guy often? How much
Yeah.
stuff does one person? I guess there's crew, right?
Yeah, it's like food and stuff.
Okay. Who's the guy that lives here? Would I know him?
Medina. Do you know a lot about noble houses?
What
Yeah.
does he do? Just be rich?
Yeah, I don't actually know. I deliver his food.
Oh,
It doesn't come with the entry requirement of like a questionnaire that he has to fill out to tell me exactly what he does.
well, I figured if there were noble and people knew about them, people would know. Is it
I
like?
don't-
I guess I was. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
No, you're fine. I've never encountered anything that seems to give me any kind of idea about what it actually does.
Oh, so he's just a lone rich guy in the woods.
I guess so. We don't see him too often. We just tend to deal with Nikolai.
Medina. I think I heard about something that someone with that name was hiring in town.
Possibly. There does seem to be staff here.
Hmm.
Maybe he's a philanthropist, creates jobs for the local economy.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
That's all I got.
Well, yeah. Well, we're having two casual little conversations. And
Wow, something's broken.
Cass will come out with some heaps of been GB'd. The others have just had a person in this armor pull a sword out on you. What do you do?
I think we want to contain this problem quickly.
Mm.
So I think Kana is going to want to grab this person and pull them the rest of the way in so that they can't like go find help and just like try to pin them down so that we can, whatever is about to happen, it will happen here and as quietly as we can make it.
Okay. What does Oriana do in this moment?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, Oriana got the knife out kind of thing and was
Yeah.
like, I'm just gonna stab under the armor. You know what I mean? Like just in a because he's fully plated, the person's fully plated.
Yeah, it's like full plate armor.
Unfortunately, the only thought that she really had was basically just like go in between where the armor is not jointed.
Okay.
And yep, pretty much. And like
okay. So yes, that is also something that can happen. And I feel like Misha might go to use not a full call lightning, but at least just a like a hands-on summon some lightning because they're in metal armor, so that would hurt. Okay. What I'll ask is, could you guys roll initiative just to see who's going in what order?
Yeah.
And I'll just give her a flat roll. Oh, that's not good. She probably.
Oh, that's not great either. Can I? Hopefully you're going first. Fuck yeah. Okay.
Okay. So can I technically I would call this a might roll within strength of you trying to pull this person into the space, essentially, to kind of grapple and contain them in this area. So it's not full like
There's not enough
wrapping
of
yourself
a
around,
size difference that I could call this a climbing check.
No. I
Okay.
would say you're
How
not
would you
trying
get
to
him
climb
down?
onto this person. Yeah. Are you trying to get
All
on
right,
the person? Yeah.
Just climb and topple over. No, I'll just strength check then.
Strength, yeah. Incredible. So you're able to kind of like grab onto like the arm, the forearm maybe, and just give a pull them into the space. So that they're in here. We're not trapped in here with you, you're trapped in here with us. Okay. I think all right. I'll get
will that give me enough control over them that I can try to like get an arm like to stop them from being able to like shout out as I'm on top of them?
That's hard to do with a full plate metal
because
helmet
they're in
on.
full plate. Yeah, I can't really like unmask them at the same time.
Do I have a mug?
If there's even someone in
Oh
this
no. Somebody is trying to stop
Bane,
me.
we're fucked.
Yeah.
No. Where are the hostages?
You merely
I was
adopted
born
them.
from it.
Yeah.
Molded by it.
Okay, everyone. We all know that
Bane-ass
bit.
Yep.
You merely adopted it. I love how like zesty Bane often is and how people voice act him. Gives me life, gives me all the life. I'll allow you to roll an attack roll, Oriana, to try and see if you can get your blade in there.
If you allow it, I'd like to use my backstab ability, so I get a +2 to the stack roll. It says when opposed rolls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna list full details. I don't remember.
It's stealth from you, no? Or is this the performance? Because there's two different things. There's backstab and there's bluff.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to bluff.
If you're trying to move it, because you have to be moving into the air. So I suppose you are kind of moving up to this person if you're not really up close. So we could try that.
Okay.
I believe it's stealth and perception.
Yes, I believe so. Because bluff is communication, which okay.
Yeah. It's you kind of like trying to convince them that you're not about to stab them and then stabbing them.
Oh fuck! I rolled low. Let's hope they roll low. I don't know if I can reuse my no. Hold on. I have a stealth reroll, but I don't know if that really counts in this case. Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, slightly different with this one.
Yeah, because I think I technically failed this, but anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, it's fine. I know how I'm going to wrap this in to feed the narrative, at least.
Okay.
So can you roll the attack roll at least to try and see if you can successfully get the blade in there?
17.
Okay, so
what I do have the +2, it's
gonna
19.
happen? Well, no,
Yeah,
but 17's already good. So what happens is, you get your grip onto this person's like arm essentially and be able to like pull them in. They still have like the sword in said arm. And Oriana, you go up to try and slide the blade in to a weak spot. Difficult to fully backstab, to pretend you're not coming at them to stab when it's such an enclosed space and you're coming up with a knife in your hand. However, when Misha casts her spell and the lightning, what would usually do is it would go in and if anything be extra effective in its damage on this person because they're wearing metal. You see her look a little concerned at first, as what she is experiencing is that rather than like using her mana to cause harm to this thing, she can feel it sort of like energizing theirself. And her eyes kind of widen at that realization as you start to see some crackling happening at the armor. Oriana, you get in and you can feel the resistance of metal on metal. And I shan't describe it more than that because everybody gets the woo at metal on metal, but you feel that and like not much else.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Okay.
And Kana, you're gonna feel that, not to the point that it's gonna cause you harm. It's not gonna feel pleasant, but I'm not gonna take hit points off of you. Of realizing that your grip on this person, suddenly you are also feeling that lightning charge. And Misha just goes, "Oh shit, like, guys, I think the lightning helped it, I'm sorry." And tries to like pull herself back. As certainly with Oriana's revelation, it seems that this thing is a thing, rather than a person, and that perhaps lightning is charging it in some way. So
Right.
yeah. Misha's definitely stepping back at this point because she's like, motherfuck. She realizes why she was feeling so uneasy as this thing was getting closer to the room, because it's essentially magically animated. What does Kana do in that moment?
I mean, at first she's just like gritting to hold on while lightning is like riding through her. But I think there's like part of this that's like, oh, this simplifies things. This is not a person. This is a big hump of metal. And what do I need for big hunks of metal is my hammer. So
Yeah.
it just like goes to like wrestle through everything going on and get her hammer out and getting ready to like, okay, I'm just gonna pound this thing until it stops.
Sure.
AO? Sorry,
AO?
that's not what
Yeah,
I
no,
meant,
I did as
but-
well. We both did the same thing there.
Hold on.
Hello.
Hold on.
Whoa.
Okay. So yeah, I think we can kind of go in for it is going to take up its sword and do a big swing. I think rather than necessarily checking to see who does and does not take damage with this swing, can I get you to roll dexterity? It would be acrobatics if you had the focus. Otherwise, it's dexterity. To try and get out of the way of this very big sword that's about to be swung around before you do your big swing around with your bludgeoning weapon.
That's totally
Well, it's an
fair.
axe, isn't it? It's more slashing, but...
Oh, it's my best activity. Dexterity. Okay.
Yeah, so you definitely are gonna take a brunt of this attack. And it's gonna hurt. And I think it hurts in the way that your weapon could hurt it, right? Because you're wearing armor that's not exactly the same. You still have parts of you that are exposed. But there's that effect of a weapon, even if it's not gonna like cut through the metal, it's done with such force that it can create dents, and that's actually quite dangerous for the warrior within said armor. So it is gonna completely like clock you on your side. You maybe feel a little winded at first, before you're able to then get up and round into your own swing. Oriana, if you could for me, sorry, just to grab you while you're back. Can you roll me? It's dexterity acrobatics, which I do believe you have as a focus to try and get out of the way of a very big sword swinging at you.
17.
Yes, nice. So you're able to jump out of the way and see Kana taking the full brunt of that. It's not good.
Real quick clarifying question. When I pulled the blade out, there was no blood, right?
Nope.
Gotcha. Okay.
So in that moment, Misha has pulled back. Kana has gone to like, right, I'm gonna need to swing with my weapon. Does take the full force of this creature doing its full swing with its sword. You manage to dodge out of the way. I'm now gonna ask for the two of you for your next proposal. We know what Kana's doing, so while Kana is doing that, you can have a think about what you want Oriana to do. Please roll a weapon attack.
No.
Okay.
Nothing crazy.
Yeah. It's still because it's using a hammer and it's like a special, yeah. I like the flavoring of this. I think you are going to create like a dent into this armor. And you start to see a rippling crackle of that lightning that's kind of charging around it now. And it seems that being able to just like clatter at it might be effective. What I will say is you're gonna create enough of a dent that like a part of the plate opens slightly and you can see the glow of light coming from the inside of it. So there is something within it, most likely, that is like charging and perhaps animating this in this moment. To that end, what would Oriana do? And I'm also going to allow you guys as the players, if you want to say what you think Misha might do. I can just decide for her, but you know, it's fun when you guys are the ones being the adversaries.
Question for Misha.
Uh-huh.
And cannot either one. Do you know what powers this? Like, do you understand? Like, can you tell me the mechanics of this?
Magic, probably inside. Animate. I don't know. There'll be something in there.
Okay. I'm gonna put the blade down. Enchantment. Put the blade away. And I'm actually. Oh, this is so dumb. Oriana's gonna jump on it. And like spider monkey.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try to dig my hand in there.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And get into wherever the
crack
happened.
See, you call it dumb. I call it my cinematic combat is designed for moments like this. We don't just weapon, attack. We're like, let's get creative about it and make it cinematic. Absolutely, that sounds really cool.
Just for quick flavor, she undid her hood, so Franklin falls behind her. Like, I'm sure there's a little squeak or something, but so he's not touching me. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm gonna reach in my hand and try to grab onto it and basically just like dislodge it at some point. I assume Oriana assumes she's gonna take some kind of damage and just be here until it gets done.
I think that sounds appropriate. I'm gonna allow you to roll acrobatics with this because it's sort of like it's about being nimble with your hand. It could, in theory, be Legerdemain instead, but I'm happy to allow the acrobatics for just holding on.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
And then trying to get your hand up in there. You are likely to get injured, and I'll allow you to describe what that looks like. And I think in that moment, what I would have Misha do is kind of like couple up with what you're doing. And she's gonna reach out, and it's like she's gonna try and channel some of her energy into you. It's gonna feel weird, and feel free to add that to what's about to happen. And it's not gonna feel good. However, what she is doing to you is to try to like give you some manner of charge, because her mind is thinking, right, when you get things like demons and you just go in and you hit it with a weapon and it's not that effective, like it has to be magic or something that is in some way enchanted in order to do the full set of damage to a demon. So to something like this, to really effectively get at it, the mundane act of reaching in a hand to do it might not be enough. She is essentially casting like the way that you get like frost weapons and fire weapons. She's charging yours with lightning, on the understanding that it's going to allow you to fully grasp at this thing in a magical sense as well.
Yeah. Not just my flesh that's going to get seared a lot.
So it's gonna fucking suck, but it may be very effective. So what I'm gonna allow is I'm gonna allow you to roll twice and take the highest with this. She's essentially giving you an advantage.
I'm not scared to click this button now. All right. Oh wow, it's not great. So 13 with 2 stunt points. And from like the backstab angle that Oriana had, when through this like, you know, screaming at the other two, not screaming, but trying to like keep quiet, but it's really freaking scary.
Yeah.
It's just like, what do I do? And like puts the knife away. Essentially just, I think what she does is kind of lifts herself up a little bit, puts her feet on the wall behind her, and like crouches so that way she can spring and grab as far around as she can. And essentially left arm is going to hold on as tight as possible with the legs because she's not very strong. And just snake, and assuming basically it's just going to hurt and also going to cut up a lot, and just like reach in this cavernous hole of armor, grab onto it. And the main thing is, I don't know if she'll have the strength to pull it out kind of thing, but essentially I want to make sure I hold on to it. The armor and this core, and I'm just trying to yank it out.
You do enough, not necessarily to pull something out, but you do enough to get your hand in and dislodge something. To the point that it's going to like affect it, and it's going to power down, not before it does its own little sudden burst of magical energy. This is gonna really suck. It's gonna hurt. You are gonna take injury. I think physical injury from pushing your metal in between 2 plates of metal. We don't have to go into the detail, but that's gonna hurt. The charging you up with lightning, which I think you understand is being used for effective utility, is making it so that you're actually capable of doing this, but it is gonna suck. And then that sudden like magical backlash from this thing, doing that overcharge to then powering down. Your arm will be injured, but also it just feels like your whole bones have just been rattled and taken a bit of a shock.
I think there's might even just be like just a little bit of like when you do get struck by lightning and your veins turn like dark. Just
awesome
around the hand of just
just
laying on the ground like
So what I will say, it's effective. You've powered this down. You have discovered that there seems to be magically animated armor here that is defending this place. And also, this was not necessarily quiet. So it feels like the ability to sneak around has been compromised. Not completely kaput. You could try and like go somewhere to wait for it to cool off a little bit, or keep using stealth to sneak around people to get to do what you want to do, with avoiding detection. But they are now aware that there's people in here, and it's enough that my 2 out front, you guys are going to hear a kerfuffle.
While Oriana's just laying on the ground and like number one, holding this, I think is just kind of like giving it to Misha, like, take it away. But also, see if she's still there. Talking about the elf that we saw before.
Misha's gonna look to you, Kana, for that. She's gonna reach out to like gently offer her hands towards your arm, Oriana, and she's gonna quickly cast some healing magic in to at least deal with surface wounds.
Yeah.
And it's partly because she's aware that some of that pain is gonna have been caused by what she did. And she's just a, caring person that wants to look after people. But also she's very aware you understand the practicality because you understand the practicality, and I think in this moment you realize that the sort of work that she and Cass do leads them to be in these kind of situations all the time. Bleeding and moving around leaves a trail, right? So you have to deal with surface wounds quick. So she goes over to do that and make sure that you're okay. Kana, if you go out, the elf is not there, but you will hear that there is now some movement going on, and I think, Bex is already. Sorry, Bex. That's just because the name is out front. Sorry, doing that like autoprompter reading it. Cass is gonna head out and see. You'll see Phelan and the other guy. You're not necessarily aware. You are gonna hear at least, but your eyes are not currently on the suit of armor.
No.
What do the two of you do when you hear the kerfuffle just before we jump back to the other party?
Wow, that sounds like a lot's happening in there, huh? Is this usually how it is, or?
There's like a moment where Jack, the main guy, is gonna kind of like eye the two of you for a moment, and you can tell from the look on his face, he's like, do you have something to do with that? He's not voicing it, but you can feel that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cass just kind of looks back and is like, I don't know. Pretty adventurous.
No, that was a serious question. Is this normal?
No.
Oh.
What happened? What's happening?
I don't know. We put the boxes down. I put it down where you told me to put it down.
Maybe we should stay in our barn.
That's probably for the oh, did one of them see? It kind of looks to Edmund and he's like, yeah.
Are they coming for us?
One of the guards, I don't know, a guard seemed to like turn around and look at
I said hi and no one like blinked.
Oh yeah,
Which
they did.
Weird, by the way. Why did they not talk to me? Whatever. And not that it matters, I suppose. Cass is like talking a lot, almost like distract from the fact that like the shoulders are coming up.
The abstraction,
like,
yes.
Yeah. It's like, I'm just gonna keep talking and maybe we'll notice that all of the like affable energy is going away to like, oh, I'm about to get into a fight. Cool.
Okay. Phelan is just waiting on whatever Cass tells it's about to do because you're like, oh, maybe we should just go back into a bar and we pretend nothing's happening.
I mean, I don't want anyone to be in trouble. Should I go and like check? I can say sorry. I don't want it to be like a big deal, and is like starting to back towards the door to head back in. Like, I'll just say I'm sorry. I'll just say I was trying to give you a hand.
Hey, it's nothing to do with us. You two do whatever the fuck you want. I'm gonna keep going with the grades.
Yeah, you know what? So fair. I will try and like clear it up, and hopefully we can. I'll say sorry.
I feel like I have to go with her. This is gonna be bad.
Wish you luck.
Yeah, he's gonna take a big hit of his pipe and just snort.
I don't know if that's gonna help, or maybe that's, it explains a lot. Okay, good luck.
Holds it as he's backing up and lets it blow out. And just...
Yeah.
And I think as soon as she's like round the corner, like out of their eye line, like through the door, she's like, right, act out, let's go, fine.
Oh god. Yeah, once Phelan is out of sight, it's like, okay, let's go. Something's happening.
We're done with quiet and trying to talk to people. I'm gonna hit some things. Let's go.
Yeah. Now, Cass, you know where the guard was in this space. Are you going into that area to move past, or will you be trying to pick a different route?
Cass is bored with stealthing. She's like, if they're gonna come for me regardless, they know I'm here. I might as well just. Because if I try to, she's like, if I try to go a different way, they could get the drop on me. Whereas at least if I come in hot,
Yeah.
it's like, well.
So
you know I'm not meant to be here. I know I'm not meant to be here.
Yep.
Let's get into it.
Yep. You guys can walk into the area. Phelan, I'll give you the opportunity to roll a magic roll. I guess it would be in spirit in terms of focuses.
Spirit. Let me actually, if my sheet would love to show me what I can and cannot do. Magic? Okay, I don't have spirit, I just have regular magic. 17.
Nice. Okay, you move into that space and you can see one of these guards in the full suit of armor and clue in almost immediately that there is magic animating that. And it is gonna like hone in on you guys in a way that like even if you weren't making noise, it can sense where you are.
Delightful. Are the 2 staff still here? Or
they've probably skedaddled at this point. Yeah, you will notice that they are not there.
Go.
As soon as that happens, this thing is staring at us. And Phelan does not stare away from it, but it just says, "That's just armor."
Great. I don't need to feel bad about this.
Yeah. That means this isn't murder.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you can roll to attack.
Yeah.
Phelan, are you doing anything?
I would like to help, but I am so scared. I feel like I'm so scared right now after what happened last time. Can you see the trauma in my face?
Cass will go first. She can.
Yeah, Cass go first.
Not great, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're definitely going to hit it, but it's kind of like using an axe against plate mail that doesn't have a person underneath that you're injuring, if that makes sense. So like you hit it, you hear the clatter, and it doesn't seem like it's done anything to like damage it.
Yeah.
Overly much. Perhaps a little, but you know.
Yeah, I think she like hard swings it, clatters through.
Yeah.
She like almost like follows through with it and has to like step around
Yeah.
and be like, oh, yep, let me adjust to that.
While that's happening, I would like to take a moment and think. I know, surprising. This thing is made of armor and magic. Would magic be effective towards it in any way, shape, or form?
Some types of magic probably would.
Okay.
Other types, effective, but for it, not for you.
Yeah.
As
Okay.
we discovered.
I would like to try and cast Winter's Grasp on this thing because metal and frost are not friends in his head and my head.
Sure.
Jesus Christ, I'm so scared right now.
Cast a roll to spell.
Oh, thank God. And 5 stunt points.
Nice. Yeah, so what does that look like? Why is your attack particularly effective? I would say enough to perhaps debilitate this in order to move around.
Yeah.
What that debilitation looks like is up to you.
Yeah. Especially with those 5 stunt points, it's like if we were doing crunchy, it'd be like lethal spell and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think what he's as he's watching this, and there is that moment of hesitation because the last time he used magic quite literally made his life change entirely. But seeing Cass come in and seeing that their attacks are not as effective and that this thing is not like it could probably go on fighting longer than Cass or I can, and if we do not take it down now, it will not stop most likely. He is going to take a breath and cast Winter's Grasp, and it is just all the moisture from the air coming in and enveloping this creature as frost grows around it, and you see that steam, almost that cold steam coming off of it, and just the metal start creaking.
Incredible. All right. So yeah, very effective. You guys have debilitated this one out front. So there's two.
Cass like swings the axe and is like, "That's great. I'll come in hot, draw attention, and you can do that. 'Cause
Yeah,
that works really well."
Keep doing that.
Okay.
Keep doing that. Keep doing that, little man. Keep doing that.
Do
Cass is
that.
like, "I'll just keep hitting it until it doesn't notice you're there, and then you can do that. That's
Okay.
wonderful."
Now, I'm going to ask this to both parties about what the immediate plan is for where you are, and allow you guys to have the narrative control enough that it's not really metagaming to say it feeds the story to come together, or do we try to go down and pincer move somewhere else? You don't necessarily know where the other party is, but what I will say
Yeah.
is you guys could hear the kerfuffle out the back.
Yeah.
So you're aware of the direction that they're in, and you guys would have heard the clang of a big axe smacking into a suit of metal
Yeah.
vaguely towards the front of the house as well. So you're at least aware of the direction of where you assume your friends might be.
Yeah. I like convening because
Mhm.
we're
I
both
think
gonna,
that's-
now that things have popped off, we're gonna want to head further in
Yeah.
together.
And I think that's Cass's instinct as well. Of like, Cass doesn't know if you guys have debilitated the one that you're tangling with. The way we
Yeah.
have. So Cass is like, "Oh, they might need a hand.
Right.
Let's head in and see if I can."
Mhm.
So yeah, I think Cass
Okay.
will be like, "Shall we go? See if we can."
Mhm. Yeah.
See how they're
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah. Yeah. He's just staring at this thing, hoping it does not start moving.
Yep.
Grabs your legs.
Holding for now. So you guys can start to head in the direction of where your friends are. And there can be a moment where you will lock eyes. It is clear that this household is now on high alert. It is likely that at the very least more of these things, if not other people, might be now trying to look for you to bring combat to you. There's the double edge of combating those who are coming to fight you so that we can hit more things, but also perhaps trying to look for where one might be stashing secret people.
Well, my thought is down. Right? Basement level, no windows, no way of like
You can also use like a right, we're not going to prioritize fight, we're going to lay low enough to try and find somebody who works here and then
that was gonna
ask
be my
questions.
question.
Yeah,
Actually, of just, especially that woman that we first met. I mean, she obviously knew about the thing, you know, the like what they are, and like good luck because it's coming for you anyway. You can't hide.
Yeah. It was like yeah.
Okay. What I was gonna say is, Oriana, as we're trying to move, do the staff seem like they have like a protocol? You know what I mean? Like, do the staff seem to know where they're going and they're used to this kind of shit, or are they just like freaking out, running and screaming?
Okay, so I'd allow you to roll a perception roll. In theory, empathy might work, I guess, if you're just trying to read behavior.
Yeah, I'm mostly just trying to see, like, are they all convening in one way? You know what I mean? Like, because there's an organized, you've practiced this fire drill versus you're fodder, so good luck, and you just run. 14.
Sure.
That's
pretty good. Yeah.
Out, yeah.
I think you are going to see you'll come past some people in your direction because you're slightly towards that western wing, who look like they are trying to be out of the way of whatever the fuck this is. There at least seems to be, it's not running around panicked and trying to find somewhere to duck out of the way. I think you will see enough in that their behavior with you guys is to create distance from danger, distance from fighting. They're moving in a way where it's like they know that they are meant to be getting out of the way. So that much is true. I don't know that you're necessarily seeing where they might be moving to, unless you were following them, but you are going to see that that element to them is that they're just trying to get out of the way. So if you're going to try to find somebody to grab them, corner them, whatever, or like just try to get some questions out of people, you're gonna have to make an effort to go and get somebody to do that because they're actively trying to avoid you. Those people.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of what I say to Misha and Kana as we're going. Just they're not freaking out. I don't know if they're complicit kind of thing or if they're just well trained. Like maybe they're used to this and or they were anticipating it. I guess is what I'm getting at. And they being, head up people controlling the guards and whatnot, like the people actually in business. So that's what I was looking for. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So just I guess what I'm trying, like what she's trying to get at to y'all is just like, I don't know if they're really in on it, like, yeah, we profit off of people, let's go, our lives are good, or if they're just kind of like, yeah, they're not being coerced. Okay, something is happening. Yeah,
it's enough to say as well that wherever you're trying to go, if you're trying to hide, that there is animated suits of armor coming after you, but that does imply that there might be some magic here. So this guy might have magic. So coming up against a powerful mage might also create problems for you.
Yes. Yeah, because there's no human guards have come after us yet, no mercs or anything. Yeah.
No.
So we'll communicate that. Anyway, thank you.
Where do you go?
Did we meet up already?
Yeah, I said you guys came into the same area. Yeah. You're gonna see each other, and there's different approaches to what you could be doing here. So we could just go looking for fights. Yeah.
These two as well.
And Cass will point out, she's like, I came in earlier and spoke to two of the staff and they did not acknowledge my existence. Like, I might as well have not been here to them, which apparently is not unusual.
I guess what I mean is, like, they're not being held against their will. I'm not saying we just go stab them. I'm just saying they're not being, like,
I mean, maybe not physically, but there's magic here. I don't know how much could be an influence.
I wouldn't know how much type of magic.
I don't know how much I'd try to fight or run away from big animated suits of armor that could come chase me down if I tried to escape. They might be held by threat.
I don't know.
Listen, if they don't want to get in our way, then I don't want to get in their way. If they're
like I said, I'm not sitting there like we should go stab them in the face. Okay, like along the way. Okay, I'm just saying. We can't trust that they're not going to come against us.
Yeah, well, we'll head down and try and see if we can find anyone who might be more willing to, and just try not to start fights. We can finish them, but let's try not to start.
Right. Okay.
Emily's gonna look to Misha. I don't know if you have any frost magic, but frost magic. I froze one.
Oh, don't use lightning.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I won't. Can you take the lightning out of them?
Like, yeah,
like you can take it out of the air, right?
I mean, I could try to like supercharge them with a more powerful spell than just what I did. Mine was a bit more surface level, so like maybe I could like
overcharge them.
Yeah.
That feels risky, but
maybe. If you can overcharge us that are not magical, might be
I can do like I can
charge your weapons.
Yeah, because don't get me wrong, that didn't feel good at all, but it was effective. And so if maybe Cass, Kana, if y'all can just open them up a little bit and we can get in them.
Can I? Oh, I'm so. I could try and frost your weapon.
Yeah, if that would help.
Let's just put it this way, my knives are useless right now. Okay. I can't do anything with them. I mean, I can try to pry open holes in them, but they're a lot stronger than my knife.
Crushing them feels like a good option. So like Big bludgeoning. Ooh, like summoning stone would be useful.
I can do that.
Yeah, if you can crush him open, I can try to reach in and get him.
Yeah.
Is there like an
Anything
oven
to
mitt
crush with,
type
Cass?
of like
Uh,
not an oven mitt, but you know what I'm talking about, like the welding gloves.
Not here in a
Around.
corridor in this person's house. No.
Probably not.
Yeah.
All right, anyway, it's fine.
Cass
So
genuinely,
what's-
like, just looks at her axe and considers, what if I just start, like, smacking them with the
Yeah,
flat of it,
yeah.
rather than,
Yeah.
like...
I think
okay,
crushing is gonna be better. Frost is gonna
Oh.
be good. I can frost your weapons, but you know, maybe I can't, and I don't know what other blood bonded things I could join if my magic goes wrong again.
Yeah,
But
avoid
hey.
that.
He's gonna say, but hey, and then magic's gonna start exuding from him.
Okay.
Um,
Uh,
I just made it. And I will use frost weapons to that same
Sure.
kind of like frost
So
is gonna cover your weapons.
yeah. You guys have definitely been talking long enough that like realistically people would be upon you
got
by
it.
now.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
need to know, is the plan finding somebody to like grab and speak to first to give you direction? Are you just trying to look for a way down and hoping for the best? Are you just looking for a fight?
Honestly, I would try to grab someone.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Oriana's not entirely convinced that these people are okay.
Mhm.
And I mean okay in a moral sense.
we
Yeah.
want to
Mm.
avoid wandering around, because the
Yeah,
longer
yeah,
we're out
yeah.
here,
And
the
so-
more of these
So,
things.
can I ask for a stealth roll from all four of you just to see
Sure.
how well you are avoiding the things and people that are looking for you? First and foremost.
That's not horrible, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Mother,
Went well.
Well,
We're so good at this.
I have a stunt point.
so you fail with a little bit of coolness added onto
It looked cool when you did it.
Yeah. Failing in
I'm
style
very
is
visible because of
stylish.
how hot I look right now.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
learned from my mountain lion thing, so I'm a
Yeah.
little better.
Yeah. Okay, so I feel like you guys are trying to move through this place, approaching the people who seem to be actively trying to like get out of your way in some sense. You're aware that wherever you're going, you are likely taking some heat with you. It sounds like some things are looking for you. You can hear the sort of like the heavy clunking of the metal and stone of the footprints. You will manage to find somebody to essentially corner, to try to barrage some questions at, but you're aware that whatever danger you are is tailing you, is also going to be in this space, which, depending on how we play that, might bring this person some risk. But you'll have like a brief moment to ask, perhaps a couple of questions. Who would take the lead on asking those questions? And we can have that be the final thing that happens this session.
To be honest, and sorry, this dude just started lawnmowing outside. To be honest, I think Oriana was planning on just grabbing somebody, like sneaking up and being like, yoink, and just looking at Cass, being like, intimidate the fuck out of this guy while I ask questions. Because Oriana herself is not very intimidating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you can grab a human man, looks maybe early 20s, dressed like the elven woman that you'd seen earlier, who is gonna get grabbed. Eyes will go wide, looking at you guys. What would you ask, and how do you ask it?
Any like acknowledgement, because obviously they were like looking through me before.
Is looking at you.
stage,
Yeah, has been grabbed. So like
it's definitely looking at you now.
Yeah, you guys are coming in.
Great.
You've got weapons. You're like, yeah, it's Yep.
Cass is like, oh, I hate doing this, but okay. Huge, looming right over, axe out, flat of axe under chin, tilting up to make him look at her.
Okay.
It's going, there are people being held. They have gone missing. Where are they?
Okay. Nice and direct.
I am one of them.
That's fine if that's the answer. That's fine.
Yeah, roll me an intimidation, please. I will allow you to roll this with strength rather than communication, because I always say that intimidation can kind of come from two different sources.
Oh, thank God.
15 is alright.
Can I also ask,
okay.
can I
Yeah.
look at how they answer? Like,
You study what
full
they
faculties there kind of thing?
Sure.
Okay.
There's definitely a moment where they will freeze slightly in just a complete startlement at what is going on, and now suddenly being in direct danger. And then the question that you ask seems to I think one thing is that there's almost like a surprise look on their face, laced in amongst all of the fear. There's some, they're down, it's and you can see like is trying to make the thoughts catch up to out past the fear response, and then just it was designed for a wine cellar, but there is a door past. Where?
Is it where?
That way.
Just turns.
That way. Yes.
Are you also being held against your will?
Not by us, by other people.
Yeah, by other
Not in this
people.
moment.
Yeah. I think there's a delayed response to that. No. But there's definitely, this person is not sure that that is the real answer. In that it's hard for them to quantify if they feel like they are being made to be here or not.
Okay.
Not like there's confusion, like they don't understand, but it's just there's a certain element of, it doesn't look like there's a magical effect scrambling this person's mind in any way. So I think if that's what Oriana's looking for, it's not that. There's definitely a fear response, and there is that understanding that you may have seen before, where when you are essentially an indentured servant, at what point do you start being that and stop being a slave? It's hard to judge, because if you have a nice place to stay and you're treated well and you're fed, and in theory you might be getting some money for what you're doing, that doesn't mean, so you can tell that he's not sure how to answer the question, but it's not out of confusion.
Yeah. So a moral panic.
Yeah. So he's like, I don't think so.
Okay, that doesn't sound sure. Follow us again if you don't want to be here anymore at some point.
Hold on. Last question. Where's the person who controls these things? What does it look like?
Is it the same guy that he waits for a moment and the quotation marks are in his voice, employs you?
What does he look like?
White hair. About this tall.
Is he a
wears
human?
red robes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Old?
No.
The hair's just white naturally.
I don't know that it's natural, but
not important. Okay.
I actually make his hair dye every week. I bleach his roots.
Once we're like halfway with answers, Cass will like lower her axe and just like very gently like
I
slope
think
down, like
just
sorry, we're just in a
Cass's
bit of a
chest.
rush.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cass just go hide. It'll be fine.
And like you'll see a shake of the finger as he's looking like over your shoulder now, Cass, at the like pat you and making sure that he's okay. When you realize that there is indeed these animated armor seem to be coming into the space. A fight is going to kick off. You do have somebody here who is technically civilian who may come into what you guys do in terms of actions, but we will handle that next session. Yes, as we are at the end of our episode. Dragon Ball Z. Thank you for joining us for episode 7, everybody. There's been some action and social fumble, and elf fruit being smoked. But hey, we have some answers. We have a direction. And now we have animated armor trying to kick our
Plus,
butt.
he's a white-haired guy in a red robe. That's a mage.
Yeah, yeah.
Extra makes me want to not like him.
Um, fuck mages, am I right? No, that's not.
Only with consent.
I mean,
I mean, punch him in the taint. Okay, so we're
anyway.
we're gonna go now. It's clearly been a day. Thank you for
Clearly
joining us.
past our bedtime.
Yeah, we're gonna do our little outros where we'll tell you who we are, who we've been playing, and where you can find us. And I will go at the end, please, everybody.
That makes me first. Hey, I've been Emily. Well, I've been Kana, who is so happy. The action is happening. Well, maybe happy is the wrong word. Anyways, things are popping off. This is fun. This has been a fun change of pace. But I've been Emily. I'll be on the internet at EmilyBard20 at various places. Making Zoom notice that my hand is raised. And when I'm not doing that, I run a game on this channel, Project Solar. You can watch the whole first season 2 coming soon.
Waka waka.
Very excited to see what happens after a literal bombshell of a cliffhanger at the end of the first season. Yeah, excited for that to get going again. But yeah,
Amazing.
that's me.
Hi everyone. I have been Phelan, who I don't know, maybe he's got his mojo back, you know? Maybe being a Grey Warden is a good thing for him.
Those
for
appetites,
now.
though. Yeah.
Those appetites though. But I am also saying I go by any pronouns, and you can watch me here on this channel, either being a player, making overlays, making character buffs, and being an all-around menace. So, you know, if you want to find me, you can come back here.
Hello, everyone. I am Torin, or Torin Talks Creativity. I've been playing Oriana, our little pillbug rogue. And yeah, as far as where to find me, the best place is on Twitch at Torin Talks Creativity. It has linked to everything else I do, including voice acting. We've got a podcast coming out right now. We're currently in the release stage. It's been really lovely. And that will go until June. It's a nice little cozy podcast to try to forget the world because, oh God. Yep.
Oh God.
Oh God. Yep. When you're afraid to open your emails for news. But yeah, so come find me there, and we'll be next live on Saturday.
Cass.
Oh, hey,
there we go. There we go. I'm Bex. I've been playing Cass, our conveniently scary, quite large, just trying to bro out most of the time, Canary. You can find me at Phoenix Force on Blue Sky, where I am doing things sometimes. Upcoming on Saturday. Yes, because I know what day of the week it is. On Saturday, I am presenting at Wrestleposium, talking about women's pro wrestling, hardcore matches, and narrative catharsis in violence. So that'll be fun. Come hang out. It's free. It's fun. It'll be on YouTube afterwards. Beyond that, I talk a lot about women and being gay and fantasy, because
hell yeah.
What else are you gonna do?
Here. Hi everyone. It's me. I'm Emma Hamlin on the internet. I have been the storyteller today for this story. And yeah, you can see me. Our Mondays are done. We had our finale yesterday for our Vampire the Masquerade Edinburgh by Night story. So if you want to check that out, most of them, 5 out of the 6 are on YouTube currently, with the 6th one out soon. That was a great little tale. You will see me here next week for this, and soon on Saturdays, Valdred was in chat. I don't know if you're still there, Val, but there's going to be a little story that I'll be running over there on Saturdays that's coming out soon. I'm assuming announcements will be out eventually. So yeah, that's kind of it. And as said, Project Solar is very exciting. We're going to have a few things coming out in the next month that have been pre-recorded, and I'm very excited for you guys to see that content, because we have had some excellent stories being told here on the channel. Hi, Val. So yes, that is it. And we will see you guys here next week. Take care of yourselves, everybody.